First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Curb your hunger at a new location right here in Lindsay, Oklahoma. From the owners of El Unico Taco Truck comes Casa 13. Casa 13 will bring a delicious variety of Mexican food. Stay tuned to their Facebook for sneak peeks. Following their grand opening on January 4th, Casa 13 will be located at 110 Northeast 4th Street right here in Lindsay, Oklahoma. Go Leopards!
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay! For all your oil-filled electrical needs, call Michael Sharrock with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil-filled, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards!
For over 68 years, Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, Oklahoma has been serving families in the area during their greatest time of need, the loss of a loved one. We treat each family as if they were our own and consider it a true calling to minister to each and every family that calls upon us. We don't take caring for your loved one and your family lightly. Your care is important to us. Call on us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where our staff can assist your family with immediate need with the loss of a loved one, pre-need arrangement planning, pre-need burial insurance, along with questions regarding funeral burial trust accounts, Veterans Administration, and Social Security benefits questions. Myself, John W. Williams, Teresa, and Claudia are well experienced in these areas and will be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, where you are family.
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come to our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
American Exchange Bank, right here in Lindsay, is a locally owned and operated community bank that believes in just that, you, a community of fellow Leopards. We love our customers. We feel very grateful for each one. So if you are looking for a safe place to put your money, need help achieving that next dream project, or are simply looking for a different banking experience, give us a call at 405-756-3101. We look forward to serving you each day. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards! Are you tired of doing laundry? Give Sunshine Suds a call and let them do it for you. Sunshine Suds will wash and fold your clothes, and they also offer dry cleaning. Sunshine Suds also does quilting and alterations. Load up that laundry basket and head to Sunshine Suds, located at 107 Southwest 2nd Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give them a call at 405-756-2850.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
BC Factoring and Finance is a local, family-owned finance company. We assist small businesses with flexible and creative financing solutions to meet their cash flow needs. Call us to discuss ways we can help free up your time to focus on building your business. Visit us online at bcfactoring.com or give us a call at 405-259-2104. Go, Lindsay!
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Bray Doyle, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon poly carts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
El Unico Taco Truck is ready to curb your hunger. The traveling taco truck has locations in Lindsay and Blanchard and is available for catering services. You can contact El Unico to book your next event at 405-760-0821. El Unico enjoys supporting all of our leopards with their Taco Tuesdays. Reach out to El Unico for your next event.
Hughes Heat and Air is a family-owned business that serves Lindsay and surrounding areas. Hughes Heat and Air provides service for residential and commercial jobs, including simple repairs and new installations. Hugh and his crew take pride in providing professional, efficient, and reliable work at affordable rates. For your next heat and air project, give Hugh a call at 1-405-756-6399. Good luck, Lindsay.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
Hey Leopard fans, we at American Exchange Bank are excited for another year where we get to continue our support of Lindsay Leopard Athletics. Join us in cheering on our Leopards or catch all the action right here on KBLPlive. American Exchange Bank at 402 South Main has been the bank for the Leopards for nearly 100 years. Come see us if you're looking for a different banking experience. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. At American, we are Leopards supporting other Leopards.
Tabor's Drug has been locally owned and operated for almost 60 years and has employed many Leopards and Leopardettes. We are very proud to be a supporter of our sports teams. At Tabor's Drug, your prescriptions are filled with care and accuracy, and our pharmacist is available for free consulting concerning your prescriptions bought at Tabor's. We also offer interpreters for our Spanish-speaking friends. We are a very friendly store that has that small town feel. You can reach us at 405-756-4511. Come and see us.
Car Care Center is your hometown auto repair shop right here in Lindsay, America at 211 West Cherokee, providing complete automotive repair on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. So if your ride needs repair or service, Car Care Center can get it done. Whether it's radiators, mufflers, brakes, or diagnostics, Car Care Center can handle whatever you need to get back on the road. Call Car Care Center at 405-756-1447. That's 756-1447. Available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's Car Care Center at 211 West Cherokee in Lindsay.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
Hey, good afternoon and welcome to Leopard Arena and Championship Saturday for the Class 3A Area 4 Regional Tournament as we get set for the Consolation Championship game between the Lindsay Leopardettes and the OCS Lady Saints. My name is Greg Peary. Glad that you've joined us for this broadcast of Lindsay Leopardette basketball as the Leopardettes and the Lady Saints will play for a chance to take home a Consolation Championship plaque and, more importantly, move to the area tournament in Ada coming up on Thursday night. We'll talk more about that as we get through the day. But, again, this is going to be a good matchup between these two teams. We've got a boys matchup between the Lindsay Leopards and the Comanche Indians, round 4 between those two teams. We'll talk more about that coming up in a minute. Alongside me, if we can interrupt his bag of popcorn long enough, is Glenn Shoemake.
That's right.
And, Glenn, we got to see a very exciting game from this Leopardette team last night. They pulled off a 4-point win against the Lady Wampus Cats of Atoka, 44-40 the final score. Had 13 points from Maddie McGowan, also 13 from Cannon Russell. Had 8 from Gentry Wilmot, 6 from Leslie Wilmot, and Leslie had 6 points but had 9 boards last night to lead the way rebounding for the Leopardettes, and they got 4 from Valenciano as well. But the Leopardettes really played a very physical game, and I will quote one of the Leopardette players. I won't tell you which one, but as I was talking to her before the game, her statement was when Atoka left that game is if they lost that we were going to remember where they played us. And that was kind of it was very, very physical last night.
Yeah, absolutely. What an exciting game, though. Leopardettes get out to a big lead. Atoka comes back, and we have a terrible third quarter. And they come back, take the lead, and then we just battle back and forth there at the end. And you know, that's what playoff basketball is all about. It's who wants it the most when it comes down to it, and the Leopardettes executed better and wanted it more.
So, yeah, you talked about being down. The Leopardettes had a 12-point lead at 22-10, about a minute left before halftime. It ended up being 22-15 at halftime, but you start at that 22-10 score, it was 22-27. The Leopardettes got outscored 17-zip. In that third quarter, going into that third quarter before they finally scored with just 15 seconds left in the game, in the third quarter, and in a buzzer beater shot from, I believe, Cannon Russell in that one that made it a 29-26 game going into the final stanza, and the Leopardettes pulled out the win, took the lead for good with 4:35. Actually did not take the lead for good until a minute and a half to go in the game at 38-37. But down the stretch, again, it was just they hit free throws. They shot a bunch of free throws in the game, 20 for 29. But 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. They shot 21 of those 29 free throws in the second half, and 20 of those 21 were all in the fourth quarter.
Right.
And hit a chunk of them.
Yeah. Which some of those were them fouling to try and stop the clock and extend the game a little bit. But the great job making free throws. And you talked about being physical, and you got to be, Atoka's got to learn how to play defense without fouling. And there wasn't one of those fouls that they called, although the Atoka fan base
might disagree with you.
Might disagree with me if they're listening to any of them, but they definitely were fouling, but they fouled a whole lot more than what got called. So, but really physical team, and kudos to them for a good season.
Yep, they did have a great season. They ended up 11-14 after the loss last night to the Leopardettes, but the Leopardettes will come in 13-13 into this ball game, and they're going to take on a OCS Lady Saints team that comes in 11-14 on the season. And this is a pretty young ball club. There are, and I say that, now that I go back and count, I do think there is about 5 seniors on here, but I think a big part of their offense comes from some underclassmen, and namely an Ava McIntyre, who is just a junior, but she's also a volleyball player, and she is an outstanding rebounder. But as a junior, she has already eclipsed the 1,000-point mark. She did that back in December. So here she is, a junior. She's already got 1,000 points in her high school career. So she is obviously a major catalyst for this Lady Saints team. But they played Comanche in the first round of this regional tournament. They lost to CCS girls by 30.
Right.
So that's who they played in district. And then the Leopardettes face that CCS team in the opening round of the regional tournament, and we lost by 9. So there's a little bit of a deal there. And then you go look at the Comanche matchup. They beat Comanche by 9, but it was overtime, and that's a Comanche team that the Leopardettes beat by 29 the first time they played them, beat them by 10 the second time they played them, and beat them by 12 the third time they played them, and then beat them by 29 again the fourth time. So if you want to look at that matchup, if it took overtime for this team to beat Comanche, and we've beat them as handily as we have the 4 times, you might look at that and go, well, this might be on paper a Leopardette win.
Absolutely.
And so maybe I'm a little homer. I do think the Leopardettes have got a good chance here, but I mentioned to Coach Cater that when you go look up anything on this OCS team, the one thing you keep seeing is rebound, rebound, rebound. They are probably one of the better rebounding teams in 3A. If they don't hit the shots, you got to make sure you keep them off the glass.
Yeah, that's a big part of any game plan. And if you have a team that doesn't shoot well, teach them how to offensive rebound.
Yep.
And that's kind of what this team does. But yeah, if you look at on paper, this should be a Leopardette win, but you still got to play the game, and hopefully we go out and have some fun and play loose and come away with the victory. But you can't look at numbers at this point. Everybody's in the same situation. It's win or go home, and so just go out and turn it loose.
Well, if you want to look at it on paper, let's talk about numbers. Let's look at the boys' game last night. Atoka comes in ranked number 15 in the state, Class 3A.
Yeah.
And the Leopards pull off a 5-point win in that ball game, 69-64. Had 28 points from Creed Taylor. I'm telling you, it was nothing more fun than watching Creed Taylor last night go off for 28. Bryson Watts had 13. All of those came in the second half. And Brody Ramming with 9. And then Cater and Aguero both had 8 in the ball game. And then Isaac Cameron had 3 from his play in the first quarter. But, again, the Leopards played a physical game as well. And they saw 4 different Atoka players going to double figures. And Keesian Shields, of course, finished the game with 22 as he tried to just will his team back into that. But the Leopards really kind of took control of that game early, jumped out to an 8-0 lead. Had a 9-point lead at the end of 1. It was down to 6 at halftime, and they had stretched it out to 13 by the end of 3. But again, down the stretch, it was close and got down to a 6-point game at one point, and then ends up being a 5-point win for the Leopards at 69-64. But the Leopards will have to take on a Comanche team that they've played now 3 other times. This will be the 4th matchup between them, and the Leopards have won 2 of those 3 times. And they beat them 53-42 when we played them at home. And then at Comanche, lost down there by 9. And Comanche came out ready to play that one. And then, of course, probably the one that matters the most when you look at that is that we played them in district, beat them here in Lindsay by 1 point to put them in this loser's bracket. And now here they are. They would like nothing more than to hand the Leopards a loss here on their home floor in the Constellation Finals and send them home.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That revenge factor is huge for the Comanche Indians today, and so we'll see how that goes.
Good luck today. Good.
I've got this recorded, so don't say anything bad about it.
You got it. Hey, don't do anything bad. We won't have to say anything bad, right? Talking to the officials, by the way. He's got this recorded so that we shouldn't say anything bad about him. Told him don't do anything bad. We won't have to. We're just about ready to get this one underway as we're just about a minute away here. Let's step aside for about 30 seconds. We'll take a timeout, and we'll get the national anthem and be back with the starting lineups between the Lindsay Leopardettes and the visiting OCS Lady Saints right after this on KBLP Live.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
For all your tax services, contact Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA. Grant and Katie are certified public accountants that provide full-service accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. With 2 offices, one located at 600 Southeast 4th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, and another at 313 North Walnut in Pauls Valley, Grant and Katie are ready to meet your CPA needs. Give Grant or Katie a call at 405-238-2727 and set up your appointment today.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We are back here at Leopard Arena Championship Saturday, and we start with the Girls Consolation Championship between the Lady Saints of Oklahoma Christian School and the Lindsay Leopardettes. My name is Greg Peary alongside Glenn Shoemake. J.D. Scruggs up on the live stream, and by the way, impeccable timing today as he actually timed the commercial break to fall exactly at the end of the national anthem. I tell you what, he is incredible. Kevin Scruggs running the camera, Brianna Miller back at our studios, handling our FM side. Appreciate all of them very much as we get set for this one. Again, the Leopardettes will be the visiting team in the bracket, which means they will be in their road black uniforms with the orange letters and numbers, but they will be the home team on the scoreboard. So we will get to the starting lineups here. The Arena PA announcer, Doyle Gredeman, reading a statement from the OSSAA about sportsmanship and conduct, and after the events of last night probably prompted that. There was some ejections and things that took place from the Atoka fans, and got pretty ugly there for a moment. So we'll hope that everything stays under control here today. Let's go to the starting lineups for the Lady Saints of Oklahoma Christian School. They come in 11-14 on the season. And they'll start this way. Number 10 is a sophomore. That is Ella Voskul. Number 15 is Blair Rowlett. She is also just a sophomore. Number 22 is Riley Roof. She's just a sophomore. Number 23 is Jackie Johnson. She is a senior. And then to round out the starting 5 will be number 24, Ava McIntyre, the junior. Again, McIntyre eclipsed 1,000 career points in her high school career already as a junior and did it back in December, so she's added to that number before now. The Lady Saints are coached by Ashley Dublin. She is assisted by Maddie Hyatt. Now for your Lindsay Leopardettes, who come in 13-13 on the season. And they'll start at guard, a 5'5 junior, number 1. That is Gentry Wilmot. We'll refer to her as Gentry throughout our broadcast. At forward, a 5'10 junior, number 5, Maddie McGowan. Also at forward, a 5'8 junior, number 10, Leslie Wilmot. So we will refer to her as Leslie with 2 Wilmots on the floor the majority of the night tonight. At guard, a 5'5 junior, number 22, Cannon Russell. And we'll round out the starting 5 with a 5'4 senior, number 24, Eris De Valenciano. Valenciano, Russell, Wilmot, Leslie Wilmot, Maddie McGowan, and Gentry Wilmot. The starting 5 for the head coach of the Leopardettes, Brian Cater, and he is assisted by Johnny Dodd. We're just about ready to get this underway. Winner of this game moves to the area tournament over at Ada Thursday night to play a 6 o'clock game. The loser calls it a year.
Yep. Winner go home.
Winner go home. The girls' side of the bracket tonight, by the way, if you want to come see a really good girls' championship game in the winner's side, CCS, Community Christian, and Kingston are going to play in the girls' championship game tonight. That will be a good one if you'd like to come check that one out at 6 o'clock tonight here at Leopard Arena. McGowan and McIntyre will step to the center of the floor to get this one underway. And controlled by McIntyre into the backcourt. Lady Saints get the first crack at it here as Rowlett picks up her dribble over in the wing, hounded by Gentry. Gets it to McIntyre, goes to the low post, cut off by a double team. Back out on the right wing to Rowlett. Up between the circles for Voskuhl. Voskuhl around the McIntyre screen, pulls the trigger, and it's an air ball for a 3, even though it was attempted to be saved inbounds back there by Johnson. It will be Leopardette basketball off the turnover. Full court man press from the Lady Saints. Streaking down the floor to break the press is Russell. And she will work it back to the top of the key, gives it up to Valenciano. Gives it right back to Russell. To the high post. Wilmot Leslie gives it. McGowan's 3 from the left wing, back iron, no good. Rebound for Voskuhl. She will push it up the floor all the way to the left elbow. Works out to the wing. Gives the handoff to Roof. Roof at the top of the key. Gives it to McIntyre at the free throw line. Gets to the elbow. And Gentry runs in. Ties it up. Leopardettes with the possession arrow.
Yeah, good job. You know, the OCS girl turned around, turned her back, and Gentry just reached in there and grabbed it.
And again, the streaking Russell to the other end of the floor. Got it to Leslie and got her shot blocked. Johnson with the block. Roof with the miss. McIntyre with Leslie on her at the right elbow. Back up top. Turns it over to the right side. The 3 from the right wing is an air ball from Roof, but the offside rebound pulled down by Johnson. Working back around to the right side. Roof drives the lane, and that shot partially blocked, I think. McGowan comes up with it.
Yeah, I think it was. I think Leslie absolutely got a piece of that.
Gentry gets it left side. The backdoor cut. Pass is tipped by McIntyre. Turnover Leopardettes. Rowlett on the handle. McIntyre gets it, drives the left side of the lane, got around everybody, missed the shot short though, and Leslie Wilmot comes away with the rebound. Valenciano gets control of the basketball finally, drives the right side of the lane, and hook shot well short. Johnson with the miss.
Boy, neither team able to get much going here. Maybe first team that scores, Greg.
Maybe. And it was not going to be off of that shot, but it may be from a couple of free throws as Leslie Wilmot picks up the foul, and McIntyre will head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Again, a lot of that offense, you can tell, is trying to get it to McIntyre and let her work inside, and Leslie's done a great job of keeping her away from the rim. But 2 free throws here, and that one's off the side of the rim and no good for the junior Ava McIntyre. Number 14, Katie Eisenhower, the 5'4" senior, checks in. Roof will check out for the Lady Saints. Second free throw for McIntyre on the way. That one won't drop either, and the rebound tipped out of bounds, and they're going to say McGowan the last to touch it, and it'll stay with the Lady Saints.
Yeah, and that you could tell that they're hedging in there, and you're going to have to step up the lane and push them up the lane instead of just backwards.
The inlet pass comes into Johnson. Gets it out into the corner for McIntyre. That is Rowlett with it. McGowan knocks an inlet pass to Johnson away. Back down the lane goes McIntyre. Too strong there. She got it up and in for the first basket of the game.
Yeah, really long and leaned in there. And she can lean a long ways in there with those long arms and finish at the basket.
Leslie, top of the key, gives it back to McGowan, left wing, around the Gentry screen. Valenciano, right wing, stands. Now dribbles across the top of the key. Dribble handoff to Gentry. The backdoor cut from Russell. Back out to Valenciano. 3 from the left wing on the way short. Then Gentry saves it in bounds, but right into the hands of Rowlett. Here comes McIntyre on the break. And Russell with the good hustle tips the pass. Otherwise, that would have been an easy one. That's great hustle from Cannon Russell.
Yeah, outstanding hustle and anticipation to go to that backside. A lot of times players run to the ball instead of running to the backside.
That's Rowlett, traveled within the lane, teamed off that inbounds.
Yeah,
turnover number 3.
Little bunny hop there.
So Valenciano again will inbounds. Gentry gets the inbounds. Again, Russell streaking up the floor, gets it left wing, dribbles it to the elbow, gets it down to the short corner. McGowan's catch fire shot from there doesn't go. Voskuhl comes away with the miss. She races up the floor, cut off by Valenciano. Works around to McIntyre screen, pulls the 3, it's short, and a good block out from McGowan. Valenciano comes away with the miss. 2-0 here. We've got 4:15 left to go here in the first quarter as Russell crosses the timeline, lobs it in the direction of McGowan, but too long, and the Leopardettes have a second turnover. McIntyre looks to attack, sends it over on the right wing. Rowlett push off underneath, no whistle, and then drops in a 10-footer. 4-zip. Lady Saints with the early lead, and the Leopardettes with a 2-on-1 break, and Russell takes it herself and got contact from McIntyre. She'll get to go to the line as McIntyre picks up the first foul of the game for the Lady Saints.
Yeah, good aggressive play right there. You go until they stop you, and nobody ever stopped her, so she just went on to the hole. So great job of recognizing right there by Cannon Russell what to do.
At the free throw line for 2, Russell knocks down the first one. Leopardettes on the board, trail 4-1. Still a second free throw coming up as Riley Roof returns. Jackie Johnson will head to the bench for the Lady Saints. Russell's second free throw is on the way, and that one drops in as well. 4-2, Lady Saints with the lead in the basketball, 3:45 left here in the first. Roof pushes up the right side, gets it to McIntyre, top of the key. Looks to drive in on McGowan, double team, offensive foul, and that is 2 quick fouls on Ava McIntyre. That will not make Coach Dublin very happy.
Yeah, they got to get her out of there. She's too big of a part of it, and they got a lead so they can maybe buy some time.
Number, sure I get the right number in here. I believe it was number 3, Kinsey Champ, that checked in. And again, they've got Russell streaking to the other end of the floor to break the press. Works in from the right wing, gets over to Valenciano left side. Back over Gentry right wing, inside intended for McGowan, knocked away, but Valenciano saves it and then stepped on the sideline. The Leopardettes with their 3rd turnover.
Yeah, you got to take care of the ball a little bit better. Try to force it in there. If I've said it once, I've said it 100 times. Bounce pass, post entry, and they can't get their hands on it like that.
Rowlett drives right side of the lane, cut off by McGowan. Can't create any space. Gets it back up top. Voskuhl drives down, misses the left-hander, though, and Valenciano with it for the Leopardettes. Russell pushes up against Roof, has Roof shoving her from behind, and that will be number 1 on Riley Roof, and team foul number 3.
Yeah, and fouls building up here. We'll see if we can get some free throw time.
There you go. Voskuhl checks out as Johnson returns. Russell will get the inbounds pass in the backcourt. Rowlett waits for her. Back to the right side from Gentry. Gentry up top, Valenciano. Inside to McGowan. Turns around on Johnson. Left the right-hander short. Rebound is tipped into the hands of Roof. She takes it all the way to the right corner. Inside, Leslie with a good bat away inside there.
Yeah, and again, if that's a bounce pass, Leslie doesn't get her hands on it, but they just don't teach that anymore, I guess.
Eisenhower looks to inbounds, gets it up to Champ, top of the key, between the circles for Rowlett. Long three is an air ball.
That was a little aggressive there.
The Leopardettes will get it off of turnover number 4. Gentry gets it across to Russell again. They've broken that press pretty easily each time. Up top, Valenciano. McGowan. Pass again a little high and tipped away, but right into the hands of Gentry Wilmot. Gentry to the free throw line. Back out to McGowan in the corner. Turns down to 3, drives to the right elbow, and drops it in from there. Ties the game at 4. 2:05 left to go here in the first. Rowlett on the handle. Just stands and dribbles. The Leopardettes doing a great job of covering up all the cutters. Johnson looks to drive in. Leslie knocks the ball loose and out of bounds, off the hands of Leslie Wilmot. Stays with the Lady Saints.
Yeah, I kind of thought that went off her foot.
I kind of thought the way it bounced it did, but again, I had a Coach Cater standing between me and the ball. I couldn't see it from there. The lob inside, and Leslie can't come up with it. Rowlett tries to go baseline, cut off by Gentry. Shot too long, and there will be up over the back for Eisenhower. Her first, team's 4th now, but a minute 41 left here in the first.
I tell you, that was so over the back. If they did a video representation of over the back, they need to videotape that and clip that right there. That was over the back.
Gentry pushes it up on Champ, gets past her, gets it over to the right side. Valenciano stops baseline, too strong. Offside rebound for Leslie Wilmot. Inside to McGowan, turns around to the right hand, too strong. Voskuhl claims it for the Lady Saints, and Valenciano forces a turnover on the other end. That's turnover number 5.
Well, this is going to be a low-scoring game. You can already tell the defenses are both really good in this game.
Yep. Russell gets it to McGowan, top of the key. She turns around, faces up on Johnson, steps back, 3 ball on the way. Again, it's good! McGowan with 5. The Leopardettes take their first lead of the game at 7-4. And timeout called by Coach Dublin from OCS. 7-4 Leopardettes, a minute 1 left to go in the first quarter. We'll take a timeout and come back to Leopard Arena after this. This is live coverage of Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go, Lindsay!
It'll be Lady Saints basketball coming out of the timeout. 1:01 left to go to the end of the first quarter. Leopardettes have a 7-4 lead. Champ looks to inbounds, gets it to the right elbow for Johnson. Flips it behind her to Voskuhl. She'll back up between the circles, goes back to the free throw line to Johnson, takes McGowan into the lane, has to send it back out to Rowlett. Rowlett looks to drive down, double team, shot short, and there's Leslie Wilmot with her 3rd rebound already in this ballgame. And Cannon just rushes down the floor. Gentry right wing 3, and it's good! Gentry Wilmot for 3, and the Leopardettes are on a 10-0 run. 25 seconds left to go. Right elbow Johnson again tries to go baseline. Cut off by McGowan. Backdoor cut from Rowlett. Gentry knocks the ball loose, but knocks it out of bounds. Great hustle from Wilmot. And with 16.6 left in the quarter, the Leopardettes look to try to hold the Lady Saints out. They will bring in number 4, Aniston Marks. And
24.
McIntyre comes back in the ballgame.
Yep.
They will double team McIntyre underneath. Voskuhl gets it to Rowlett between the circles. Works right, gets it over to Marks. Marks goes baseline. Can't get around Gentry. Gets it back out on the right wing. And 3-ball way off the mark. But there is an offensive rebound from Rowlett that won't go in. And at the buzzer, it'll be the Leopardettes with a 6-point lead. After they trailed 4-0, they went on a 10-0 run to have a 10-4 lead at the end of one. We'll send it back up to JD. We're going to take a timeout, come back with the second quarter right after this. This is live coverage of Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
Hi, I'm Jess Thornburg with Homestead & Co. Realty. I'm a local realtor that lives locally. I live here and I work here. Growing up in rural Oklahoma, I was taught the value of doing the right thing. I know how valuable relationships are with good people. So I'd like to apply for the relationship of being your realtor. I'm not a high-pressure salesperson from the city, so call me at 405-471-9855 when you're thinking real estate. You'll get information from a real person without the sales pressure. Call me at 405-471-9855. Let's go, Lindsay.
We get ready to start the second quarter, and it will be Lady Saints basketball here on KBOP. By the way, we get the privilege of broadcasting this on YouTube, which means you can pick it up anywhere in the world. I'm sure we've got some listeners. I understand we may have one in Wyoming. Is that what I heard? Maybe watching our broadcast today. But we're glad for all of you that are along here as the Saints have the basketball. Rowlett, top of the key. Works around a screen from Johnson, but dropped off the elbow by Wilmot. Champ, hounded by Gentry, gets to the elbow, goes all the way to the baseline, picked up by McGowan there. Now double teamed, still can't get it away, and Leslie knocks the pass away intended for Roof. Back up top, Rowlett for 3 is way off the mark, and there's Wilmot. Leslie with her 4th rebound.
Yeah, great defense right there. Stopped the drive, double team, forced him into a bad shot.
Gentry inside to McGowan. She'll work out to the right corner. Back up top to Russell, and Coach Cater is at midcourt barking instructions.
In our way.
McGowan up top, Valenciano. Right side to Russell. Short corner right side to Leslie, and back to McGowan. Back out to Leslie, back to Russell. They collapsed all over McGowan. Now she'll step out, fire the 3. It rims out no good. Gentry, the offensive rebound, and fouled on her putback attempt. The foul goes, I believe, on Jackie Johnson, and it is her first, team's first here in the second quarter. And Gentry Wilmot heads to the free throw line. 2 shots, and the first one on the way. Ooh, will not drop. McIntyre is going to return along with number 21, McKenna Chandler. Chandler, the senior. Johnston and Roof check out.
Yeah, they're really struggling on the offensive end. You got to have McIntyre in there, and I understand what coach is doing right there, bringing her back in before this gets out of hand.
Gentry misses both free throws. It remains a 10-4 Leopardette lead. McIntyre again trying to make things happen, lost control of the basketball. Finally gets it on the baseline to Chandler. Now out to Champ. Champ back up top. Underneath. McIntyre shoves off on McGowan and still can't get the shot to go. That was really almost too obvious of a push off there to not get called, but McGowan claims the rebound for the Leopardettes anyway. Valenciano up top to Gentry, left side. McGowan wide open three. No. Champ with the rebound for the Lady Saints. She'll put it back to Voskuhl to bring across the timeline. Sends it over to Rowlett. McIntyre at the free throw line. Goes left. Tough shot. Won't drop. Champ had the offside rebound. Blocked twice by Russell. Gets it out. And there should have been foul number 3 on McIntyre. They didn't call it, but we'll get a jump ball as Champ and Russell tie up on that rebound. I really thought McIntyre was up over the back right there, but the Leopardettes have the possession now.
Yeah, it was close. She kind of gave it away when she pulled herself back. So maybe that's what saved her from getting the foul call.
Gentry gets it from Russell on the right wing. Back to Valenciano between the circles, and she traveled with it. 4 turnovers on the Leopardettes now, and Champ is going to check out. Eisenhower is back in for the Lady Saints. Voskuhl will bring it up. Valenciano with the defense with 5:29 left to go here in the first half. McIntyre, top of the key, gets the screen, pushes down, cut off, pushed back, steps through the lane, puts up a tough shot, got it to go. Wow. Russell thought she had a charge right there, but McIntyre will get it to drop.
Yeah, she kind of sidestepped, and so they just said play on.
Right elbow to Leslie in the corner, out for Gentry, right wing three, and it's good! Gentry Wilmot's second 3 of the game. Leopardette lead is 7, their biggest of the game. McIntyre right wing. She'll back out, looks to attack, comes back up top to Rowlett, gets a screen from McIntyre, now doesn't do it, goes back to the right elbow for McIntyre, goes baseline. Cut off by McGowan, the step through, missed it, but they're going to get the reach in on McGowan. Maddie's first, team's first here in this quarter, but it's going to put McIntyre back at the free throw line. Missed her first 2 attempts there tonight. This will be the 3rd and 4th free throw attempts for her, as she has shot all the free throws so far, and she's short with that one. And we got subs coming in for the Lady Saints. Number 33 is Lillian Pomeroy. She will replace Rowlett. Second free throw coming up from McIntyre. And that one won't drop either. McGowan will get a foul from Pomeroy as she came up over the back. Nice block out from McGowan. Pomeroy's first, team second in the quarter. And with 4:36 left before halftime, the Leopardettes still have a 7-point lead at 13-6.
Yeah, and the ball, chance to build on that lead right here.
Right elbow. Russell fell, got it to Gentry, into the right corner for Leslie. Works back up to Russell. She'll work between the circles. As I was watching McGowan fixing to set a screen there, I got my tongue tangled up there. McGowan turns down to 3. Out to Gentry. Back to McGowan. Now she'll take that 3, and it's back iron, no good. Rebound loose on the floor. Gentry with it, missed the layup. That hurt. That was an easy one. McIntyre claimed the next one for the Lady Saints, and here comes Voskuhl. Races up the floor, cut off by Valenciano. The step back three will not drop. And there is Leslie Wilmot already with 5 boards in this ball game.
Yeah, she's definitely going to have a double-digit rebounding game.
Gentry looks to drive in, triple team, comes back out to Leslie in the corner. 3-ball, back iron. And rebound by McIntyre and a foul from Leslie Wilmot, her second team foul. And that will get Rowlett back in the ball game as Ella Voskul will check out. And we're going to have a timeout called by Lindsay. 3:29 left in the first half. It's still a 7-point Leopardette lead. And we'll be back with more live coverage of Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank after this timeout on KBLP Live.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma, and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
.329 left before halftime. The Leopardettes have a 13-6 lead. It is Lady Saints basketball coming out of the timeout, however. And number 33, Brecken Klein, the 5'8 sophomore, has checked in for the Leopardettes. As Rowlett will bring it up for OCS. Gets a screen from Pomeroy, works to the right side, back to McIntyre between the circles. Sends it back out into the corner, back up top to Voskul. Looks to drive in, step back, the free throw line jumper is off, but there is a rebound for Pomeroy. And nearly stolen away that time, and then out into the corner for Voskul. She's going to fire a three that skips across, no good. Cannon Russell has it for the Leopardettes off of that miss. So we go under 3 left to go here before halftime. Leopardettes with the ball and a 7-point lead. Valenciano left wing. Comes back up top between the circles for Gentry. McGowan back to Valenciano. Back to left side Russell. Back up top McGowan. Back over to Gentry. Back up to Russell. Left side to Valenciano. Looking at McGowan, but McGowan steps out to the wing now. Got away from Rowlett. Valenciano. Back to McGowan between the circles. Russell will come get it, and they'll change the offense. McGowan now sets up at the high post. Valenciano, left side three is an air ball. 5 turnovers now on the Leopardettes.
Boy, neither team shooting. The shooting numbers are going to be horrendous.
Single-digit percentages maybe.
Getting down there, it's definitely under 20% for both teams right now.
Rowlett on the handle. Has Gentry right in her hip pocket. Works left. Gets to the elbow. Comes back up top. Chandler now. Inside to McIntyre. Tries to make McGowan take McGowan baseline. And we're going to get a jump ball. And it is possession arrow Lady Saints.
Yeah, McGowan's doing a great job of staying in front of McIntyre, not letting her get to the basket.
Inbounds comes to Rowlett. Her 12-footer is going to drop in. 13-8. Leopardettes still have a 5-point lead. 1:35 to go. Gentry, yes! 3 for 3 for Gentry Wilmot. Leopardette lead is now at 8. In the lane, McIntyre. Jumper up and good. You can't let her get that deep.
No. She elevates really quick, too, so she gets you going backwards right like that and then just stops and elevates. It's tough.
2-1-2 zone here. from the Lady Saints.
Yeah,
left side.
We got to get the ball to Brecken Klein. She's been roaming wide open down there, like right now.
Skip it over to Gentry left side. Back over Valenciano. Her three is short. Rebound pulled down by Pomeroy. Here comes Rowlett. 35 seconds left before halftime. Leopardettes still have a 6-point lead at 16-10. McIntyre left elbow. Faces up on McGowan. Goes left, goes right, steps back through at the left and puts it up and in.
Wow, nice left hand right there.
Yeah. Cuts the lead to 4. Leopardettes maybe hold for a final shot right here. Up top, Valenciano. Back over the right side. Russell, flyby, gets it over to Gentry. Valenciano left side. Down to 5. And we'll get a jump ball. Leopardettes have the possession arrow. 3.8 seconds left, and we'll get Leslie Wilmot in the game to replace Brecken Klein. So Gentry will inbound. 3.8 on the clock. Russell gets it. Steps up for a long 3 ball that's just off the mark. And the Leopardettes will head to the locker room with a 4-point lead over the OCS Lady Saints. 16-12 is our score. We'll send it up to JD. We'll take a timeout and be back with your officially unofficial stats from this first half right after this on KBLP Live.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. We would like to invite you to come and worship with us on Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We're located at 1205 West Cherokee Street. Here at the Lindsay Church of Christ, you will find the truth of God's Word, spoken in love, and a group of people who love God and one another. Do you have a Bible question? Well, we have a Bible answer. Come and worship with us and be edified at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
If you have a hankering for the best barbecue in South Central Oklahoma, then get yourself down to the Meat Locker Barbecue in Lindsay. Every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, located just off of Highway 19, 106 Northwest 4th. At the Meat Locker, we work hard to bring you the most consistent, delicious, slow-smoked barbecue around at a price that won't break the bank. And don't forget, we cater too, and we'd love to do the cooking for your next event. So come see us or give us a call at 405-428-1198 and visit our new website at meatlockerbbqok.com for the latest Meat Locker merchandise. We're proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Athletics and want to wish all the students, faculty, and staff a successful year.
Curb your hunger at a new location right here in Lindsay, Oklahoma. From the owners of El Unico Taco Truck comes Casa 13. Casa 13 will bring a delicious variety of Mexican food. Stay tuned to their Facebook for sneak peeks. Following their grand opening on January 4th, Casa 13 will be located at 110 Northeast 4th Street right here in Lindsay, Oklahoma. Go Leopards!
In our community, we believe in the power of unity and strength. Introducing the Pass Drug Free Coalition and a group of dedicated individuals committing to creating a drug-free environment. We work tirelessly to educate, empower, and support our community in the fight against drug abuse. Through preventions, programs, awareness campaigns, and partnership, we've made a significant impact. Join us in our mission to create a drug-free community together. We can make a difference. Visit our social media accounts or email us today to find out how you can get involved. Let's go Leopards and Leopardettes.
We are back here at halftime at Leopard Arena. The Leopardettes with a 16-12 lead here at halftime. It was a 10-4 lead for the Leopardettes at the end of one after they went behind 4-0 there early, and then the Leopardettes on a 10-0 run to finish that first quarter to make it 10-4. And they lead by 4 here at halftime. For the Lady Saints here at halftime, and Glenn mentioned a low-scoring game, the way these two defenses are playing. And just 8 points from Ava McIntyre and 4 from Blair Rowlett. All the points for the Lady Saints, and they are 0 for 4 from the free throw line. Leopardettes have 9 already from Gentry Wilmot. She's 3 for 3, I believe, from the three-point line. for her 9 points in this first half. McGowan also has a 3-ball. She has 5 here in the first half, and 2 free throws from Cannon Russell rounds out the scoring for the Leopardettes, who are 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Leopardettes are -3 on the glass at 15-12. Lady Saints with 5 turnovers, and the Leopardettes with 5 turnovers. And with that, we go to Glenn, talk about those low-scoring shooting numbers.
Yeah, very, very low. For OCS, they were 6 for 18 from 2-point range and 0 for 6 from 3-point range, as well as 0 for 4 from the free throw line, like you said. But 6 for 24 from the field for 25%. Leopardettes, a little bit worse than that. They were 1 for 8 from 2-point range, 4 for 13 from 3-point range, for a total of 5 of 21 for 24%. So not very good shooting on each side, and that's going to lead to a low-scoring game, so every possession is going to be paramount here.
Oh, absolutely, and again, these two defenses have really been playing tough here in this first half, but we'll see, again, which one of these teams are going to punch their ticket to the area tournament at Ada, and again, that game will be played at 6 o'clock on Thursday evening there in Ada, as they will be the consolation, what we call the Consolation B game, and they'll take the runner-up of the winner's bracket game between Jones and Eufaula. So the loser of that game will await the winner of this game at the area tournament in Ada coming up on Thursday night. Again, if you want to come check out some good basketball here in Lindsay, the Community Christian Lady Royals will take on the Kingston Lady Redskins here tonight at 6 o'clock in the championship game. Both of those teams will still make it to the area tournament, and then the boys' game after that will be just as entertaining, if not more, as the number 1 ranked OCS boys will take on the Kingston in the boys' game at the 7:30 tonight in the championship game there. And again, the Leopards and the Comanche, round 4, will be following this game as the Lindsay Leopards and the Comanche Indians look to punch their ticket to a 7:30 game on Thursday night over in Ada. They'll take on the loser of Jones and St. Mary's boys. That game being played at Jones tonight. But we'll see how the Leopards fare against Comanche for the 4th time this season. And it's always, we talked a little bit earlier, how tough it is. It's tough to beat a team 3 times. And the Leopards have won 2 out of the 3 previous meetings. So we'll see if they can do that here again tonight. And then, of course, with everything on the line, either your season ends or you're in the area tournament. So,
yeah, absolutely.
With that, let's take it back up to JD. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back to start the second half, third quarter, and it looks like it will be Lady Saints basketball when we do. But we're back after this. This has been your First National Bank halftime show here on your sports leader, KBLP Live.
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 psi, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements, as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
Lady Saints basketball to start the third. Try to force it inside to McIntyre, and it's stolen away by the Leopardettes. So here comes Russell.
Yeah, let's see if we can get our offensive mojo back. You know, we had a good little run there and then just went blank.
Inside to Gentry, off, no, but draws contact. Now let's see if they get this on McIntyre. No, got it on Jackie Johnson. Her first will be the first here in the third quarter. I said her first. That'll be her second team foul, first team foul, or second personal first team foul here in the quarter. And at the line, Gentry Wilmot knocks down the free throw to put herself in double figures with 10 and push the Leopardette lead back to 5. Gentry, second one on the way. That one's also good. 18-12 Leopardettes. 30 seconds into this third quarter. Rowlett on the handle. Gentry with the defense. Pushes across the timeline. Again, looking at McIntyre at the right elbow. Turns around, faces up on McGowan. Goes right, goes left, back to her right. Now needs some help. Has her foot in the lane. And that air ball from the right wing, but there's a rebound and a putback that won't go. And then we end up with McIntyre getting the rebound and fouled by Maddie McGowan. McGowan's second. First team in the quarter, and again, you've got to block Ava McIntyre off the rim. She is so good on the glass.
Yeah, and those second chance points, we kind of talked about them in the pregame. You just can't give them those easy opportunities like that.
And she had missed 4 consecutive free throws. In fact, shot all 4 of the Lady Saints free throws in the first half and missed them all, but she got that one. And it goes 2 for 2 that trip. She's now in double figures with 10 and makes it 18-14. Leopardette still with a 4-point lead.
18-14. Oh.
McGowan, right short corner for Leslie. Back to McGowan on the wing. Skip pass over to Gentry left side. Back up top to Russell. Reset the offense. Still facing this 2-3 zone. Short corner Leslie. Inside McGowan. Left-hander too strong. Rebound knocked loose, but McIntyre will still come up with it.
You got to have those. Those are easy buckets.
Rowlett with the Euro step, but the reach-in foul on the Leopardettes. And they'll get that on Gentry Wilmot. That's just her first personal. And they're going to say 2 free throws for Blair Rowlett, who was the only other Lady Saint to make any points in that first half. And she'll knock that free throw down. So for missing 4 straight in the first half, they've now hit 3 straight here in the second half.
Yep.
Cuts the Leopardette lead to 3. Can't get that one to drop, but Russell will claim the rebound. Leopardettes will have the ball in a 3-point lead. Gentry right side. Back up to Valenciano between the circles. Back over to Gentry. Gets around Roof and then left shot an air ball. I think she was expecting more contact than she got there.
Yeah, that was not a good shot.
Rowlett picks up her dribble, gets it to McIntyre out between the circles, gets a screen from Johnson, drives the right side of the lane. Tough hook shot right there, and a jump ball as Gentry came up with it. Thought there might have been an over the back right there, but the Leopardettes do have the possession arrow. 2 minutes into this third quarter, it's still a 3-point Leopardette lead. As Russell pushes it up, Valenciano left side. Back up top to Gentry. Back to Valenciano. Back to McGowan between the rings. Got Rowlett out on her, drove around her, gets it over on the right side, and the 3 ball is up and good for Cannon Russell.
Yeah, nice drive and dish right there from Maddie McGowan and Cannon Russell knocking it down.
And McIntyre takes it coast to coast. Just forced somebody to stop her, and instead of getting in front of her, McGowan just picked up her 3rd on the reach-in.
Yeah, that's not good.
third team foul. And, yeah, that, again, she had a head of steam, was going to the rack, and nobody ever got in front of her. And she'll go back and shoot 2 more free throws. That one's off the mark. This will be her 8th free throw attempt, and right now she's 2 of 7. That one won't go either.
Wow.
Cannon Russell with the rebound. She'll push it up. Right wing, Gentry. Back between the circles, Valenciano. Left side, McGowan. Skip it all the way to the right side for Russell. Back to McGowan, top of the key. Back over to Valenciano, left wing. Back to Russell again. Back to Valenciano. She'll dribble up. Replaced by McGowan. Down to the short corner for Leslie. Up top to Valenciano. Now McGowan has a look at 3, and it's good! Maddie's third basket, second 3 of the game. And the Leopardettes are now with a 9-point lead, which is their biggest of the game.
Matches their biggest. I think they
8 was their biggest before that.
Was it?
And foul called on, McGowan. That hurts. That's number 4.
Yeah.
Yep. They're going to ride it out so far. And I kind of get it.
It's the third quarter. I don't get it.
Long time to go.
If it was the fourth quarter, I might get it, but it's the third quarter. That's a 3 up there, not a 4.
Leslie switches off to pick up McIntyre now. And Alonda Lopez actually is going to check in the ball game and replace Maddie. So Maddie will check out. Lopez, number 45, the 5'9" sophomore, checks in. After the air ball shot at the other end, by the way, which is the 7th turnover on the Lady Saints. Leopardettes have the ball back, still with that 9-point lead. See if you can buy a lot of time here with McGowan on the bench.
Yep.
Valenciano stands, sends it left side. Russell penetrates and draws contact. And that foul goes on number 10. That is Voskuhl's first. Second team foul here in the quarter. And that will put Russell at the free throw line to shoot 2. Cannon's first one on the way. It's good. She's got 6 in the ball game, and the Leopardette lead now at 10. Roof checks out. McKenna Chandler is back in for the Lady Saints as Russell fires her second free throw. That one too strong. Rebound tipped, and Russell comes away with it. Gentry has it, top of the key. Russell gets it back. Lotta took a pretty good shot right there. Looks like she may be trying to work that one out. Gentry stands with it right wing, backs out. Back to that 3-2 look, that 3-2 zone look, or 2-3 zone, depending on who's at the high post. Valenciano dribbles across. Russell gets it back. Well, it looks like more of a man defense now. Russell into the lane. Intended for Gentry, tipped out by Rowlett. It'll stay with the Leopardettes. Roof will return. Voskuhl will check out for the Lady Saints. 3:37 left here in the third. Leopardettes still have a 10-point lead in the basketball. Russell in the backcourt. Roof waits for her. She crosses the timeline. Leslie left wing. Up top, Lopez over to the right side for Gentry, and we're going to get an offensive foul on Cannon Russell. Her first is the 4th team foul here in this quarter, and that will get Kenzie Chant back in the game for the Lady Saints, and that is the 5th team foul, but being a player control, they won't shoot free throws off of it. Rowlett to McIntyre between the circles, and we'll have a timeout called by the Lady Saints. 3:18 left to go in the third. 10-point Leopardette lead. See what happens coming after this timeout. This is live coverage of Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
You're a small business needing a little creative pick-me-up? Do you need to refresh your business cards or looking for a new logo? Is your business Facebook page still using photos from 2019? Tailored Creative Services offers services for logo design, business cards, photography, videography, and pretty much everything in between. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services, and let's talk about your next project.
.318 left to go here in the third quarter. Leopardettes a 10-point lead, but OCS basketball coming out of the timeout. Rowlett looks to inbounds. McIntyre gets it out between the circles. Picked up by Lopez. Drives right. Dumps it out into the corner to Rowlett. Back inside to McIntyre. Tries to back Lopez under the basket. And they're going to call it on the floor. Lopez whistled for her first. And that will put McIntyre at the line to shoot two.
Yeah, Lopez did her best to keep her out of there, but McIntyre just got around her a little bit. Lopez pushed her.
McIntyre knocks that one down, cuts the lead back to single digits to a 9-point Leopardette lead. And she got them both that time. 25-17, Leopardettes up by 8. Chandler checks out. Voskuhl is back in for the Lady Saints. The Leopardettes with the basketball, and that 8-point lead is close to 3 minutes left to go here in the third. Russell pushes to the left, hands it off to Valenciano around the Lopez screen. Back over to Gentry right side. Gentry into the lane. Back up to Cannon, who missed her first shot. And there's what you do. You force it right into the body of Amy McIntyre. And Ava McIntyre just picked up foul number 3. And Russell off the offensive rebound, number 5, her total rebound count. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. That is just the third team foul, by the way, on the Lady Saints here in the third quarter. But Russell at the line for her fifth and sixth free throw attempts, and she knocks that one down. Pushes the lead back to 9. Eisenhower checks out. Jackie Johnson is back in for OCS. Second free throw from Russell. And that one's short. Rebound by Kinsey Champ. The outlet for Voskuhl. Pushes it up that right side. Cut off by Russell in the lane. Johnson just throws up a prayer and then is up over the back of Gentry and got away with that one, but Russell ends up with the rebound anyway. Champ works on Russell. Russell gets around the screen from Lopez, gets it to Gentry, up top Valenciano. 2:20 left here in the third. Leopardettes with the ball and a 9-point lead. Valenciano circles around up top. Dribble handoff over there to Russell. 3 ball on the way from Cannon. It's good. She's got 8 in the quarter, 10 in the ball game, and the Leopardette lead grows to 12. Up top for McIntyre. Gets around a screen from Rowlett. Can't do anything with it. Gives it back to her. Alondra again picks up McIntyre. She'll look to drive in. Gets to the free throw line. Double teamed out to the corner. Rowlett for 3. Skips across, no good. And there is the foul on Johnson. Great block out from Leslie Wilmot as she pulls down her 6th rebound. And the foul called on Jackie Johnson is her 3rd and the 4th team foul in the quarter. Russell gives it back to Valenciano, who has a big smile on her face. She's having fun. Lob it to Russell left wing, gets around the screen from Lopez. Drives the right side of the lane, gets stripped going up, and they're going to say she's the last to touch it. Leopardettes with their 6th turnover.
Yeah, I like the aggressiveness. Take care of the ball, though, right there. Maybe run a little clock. You got a 12-point lead, you know.
McIntyre gets it. Look out. She's going to take it all the way in the rack. Throws up a prayer of a shot. Got her own miss. That one won't go. And there again is Johnson up over the back of Wilmot. And Leslie with her 7th rebound forces Jackie Johnson to pick up her 4th. That's the 5th team foul, so that'll be free throws for Leslie Wilmot. At the free throw line, Leslie Wilmot. First one on the way and good. First point of the game for Leslie. but she has been defensively outstanding in this ball game. And she gives the Leopardettes their biggest lead at 13. Leslie, second one on the way, knocks them both down. 31-17, Leopardettes by 14. We got a minute 15 left in the third. Rowlett across the timeline, McIntyre between the circles. They'll double team her. Gentry pulls off to help. Right side to Rowlett. Goes baseline, all the way across, the reverse layup, too strong. On the floor, Champ pushes it out to McIntyre. Her 12-footer won't drop, and rebound pulled down by Valenciano.
They are 0 for 9 from the field this quarter.
Wow.
All they've scored is 5 free throws.
5 of 8 from the free throw line.
Yep.
Gentry gets it back. Back out to Russell. 30 seconds left here in the third. Pomeroy trying to stay with Russell. Gets it to Valenciano. Up top, Gentry. Took a little bump there. Russell in the lane, the floater. Got the roll. Nice touch from Cannon Russell to push the lead to 16. McIntyre's shot is short at the buzzer, and the Leopardettes will have a 16-point lead at 33-17 at the end of 3. Leopardettes, big third quarter for a change, and we'll see if they can hang on to it here in the fourth. We're back after this timeout on KBLP Live.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with B&S Construction at 1-405-428-0039. B&S Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at B&S Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay!
So we start the fourth quarter with the Leopardettes at their biggest lead of the game at 33-17. It will be OCS basketball. And we mentioned that the Leopardettes stretched that lead out in that quarter with McGowan on the bench with 4 fouls, and she will stay there to start this fourth quarter as Lopez is still on the floor. Rowlett will come get the inbounds from Eisenhower. Right wing to Boskool, looks to penetrate, sends it over left side to Rowlett. Drives into the lane, shot partially blocked by Lopez, and then we get the reach-in foul from behind on Rowlett as Gentry Wilmot came up with that rebound. That is number 1 on Rowlett, and just the first team foul here in the fourth.
Yeah, that's 11 straight missed shots here for OCS in the second half. They have yet to make a basket from the field.
Russell gets away from Boskool, gets into the lane, sends it out to Gentry, right wing 3 on the way. It's an air ball. Saved by Lopez, though. What a hustle from Alondra Lopez. Valenciano on the handle, got away from Boskool. Comes back, gives it to Russell. Russell works right, comes back. Comes around the Lopez screen, flips it to Leslie. Leslie to Gentry. Gentry works to the top and nearly turned it over. Valenciano comes away with it. Got to watch your passes right here. Russell gets around the screen from Leslie, double teamed in the corner, comes back to Leslie on the right wing. Sends it all the way over to Gentry, high on his left side. Inside, Lopez is all alone. Missed the shot, got her own miss. That one won't go either, but she'll draw contact and go to the free throw line. The foul called on Katie Eisenhower is her second. And Lopez with a chance for a couple of free throws here, as the girls have had a tough time trying to cover her down low, and her girl fell down trying to get around her. And knocks down the free throw. The Leopardettes have doubled up OCS now at 34-17, 6:40 left in the ball game. Chandler returns along with Roof for the Lady Saints, and Coach Dublin wants to talk about it. We've got 6:40 left. Let's take a full timeout. We'll come back to Leopard Arena with more coverage of Leopardette basketball presented by the First National Bank after this timeout on KBLP Live.
For all your oil field electrical needs, call Michael Sharrock with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil field, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards!
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come by our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
Lopez misses her second free throw. The Leopardettes still have that 17-point lead at 34-17. Rowlett tries to get away from Gentry, lost the ball, lost it again, finally got it back. McIntyre, and she'll get Lopez coming up over the back, trying to knock that inlet pass away. Alondra's second is the first here in the quarter for the Leopardettes. Roof will inbound on the baseline for OCS, looking for McIntyre. They get it to Rowlett. Her baseline jumper's off the mark, and they'll get Roof coming up over the back. The Leopardettes have done a great job of blocking out today. A big chunk of these fouls have been from OCS coming up over the back after rebounds.
Yeah, absolutely. They have. And rebounding is a team thing. It's not just a one-person thing, and everybody's got to block out, and they've been doing that.
Russell again with the runaway from Rowlett, gets it to that right wing, and she'll pull it back out. I think one of the things Coach Cater mentioned in his timeout right there is let's just shoot layups. We've got a 17-point lead. We don't need to be jacking up threes. Valenciano stands with it. Finally picks up some pressure. She'll give it back to Russell. Russell will give it up to Gentry. The Leopardettes are just going to play keep away for a while. They're under 6 left in the ballgame. Valenciano on the handle, gives it back to Leslie. She's picked up by McIntyre. She'll give it back to Valenciano. Down to 5:35 left. Leopardettes running a lot of clock right here, hanging on to that 17-point lead. Gentry has Roof on her, works to the right wing, hands it back to Russell. Russell back out to Valenciano. Russell gets it back. Rowlett on her. Back over to Valenciano. McIntyre has the defense on her. She'll get around a screen from Leslie. Gives it back to Russell. Russell back out to Valenciano. This is so hard when you're on defense. All you're doing is chasing the ball, and it is wearing you down.
Yeah, and I was wondering when they were going to go double.
Yep. Gentry got away from it, however. Got it to Leslie. Leslie back up top to Valenciano. 4:45 left in the ball game. Russell stands with it, lobs it over to Leslie. Leslie tries to avoid the trap, gets it back to Cannon. Russell into the lane, out to the left corner to Gentry, back out to Valenciano. Gets away from Rowlett, gets into the lane, and the foul on the reach in. That goes on to number 22. That is Riley Roof. Nope, called it on 21. My apologies. McKenna Chandler's first, 4th team foul. And Coach Dublin's going to have to come up with something to stop the stall game with 4:27 left and the Leopardettes with a 17-point lead. Take a 30-second timeout. We will come back to Leopard Arena right after this on KBLP Live.
Hey, Leopard fans, we at American Exchange Bank are excited for another year where we get to continue our support of Lindsay Leopard Athletics. Join us in cheering on our Leopards or catch all the action right here on KBLP Live. American Exchange Bank at 402 South Main has been the bank for the Leopards for nearly 100 years. Come see us if you're looking for a different banking experience. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. At American, we are Leopards supporting other Leopards.
4:27 left to go in the ball game. The Leopardettes with the basketball on a 17-point lead, and they've just been playing keep away for the last 2 minutes. And we'll see what Coach Dublin has drawn up here to try to prevent that. Russell has it in the backcourt. Here comes the trap. Got it away to Gentry. They look to trap her. Got out of it. Can she get it to Valenciano? She did. Get it back over to Russell. Russell. Trap comes, gets it back out to Gentry, over to Valenciano. Got away from that, back to Russell. We get down to 5 minutes left, and we'll get the reach in from behind, and that will be team foul number 5 as the foul goes on number 10, Ella Voskuhl, and that is her second. But free throws now for Cannon Russell.
Yeah, and 8-10, 8-12. We had shot 12 free throws. They had shot 12 free throws before this fourth quarter. So, I think the free throw numbers are fixing to get really big for the Leopardettes. So, but understand it's because they're fouling, not because of officials.
Russell knocks down both free throws, makes it 36-17, a 19-point lead with 4 minutes left in the game. Down, Voskuhl blows the layup. Champ had the rebound, and that putback won't go, and Gentry comes up with that one. And now we'll get a foul as Valenciano had the basketball, and Voskuhl picks up her third, and Gentry actually the one that was fouled as she was getting rid of the ball. And Gentry heads to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and the shooting futility grows for OCS. That's now 0 for 14 in the second half from the field.
Have not a field goal in the second half. You're right. Yeah. And the Leopardettes are knocking down free throws. That lead grows to 20 now. And make it 21. 4 for 6 at the line, 13 points for Gentry Wilmot. It's 38-17 Leopardettes, 3:40 left in the ball game. Voskuhl's shot partially blocked, but they'll get Russell with the foul. And they'll give Voskuhl 3 free throws here. Knocks down the first one. Cuts the lead back to 20 at 38-18. Second one on the way. That one is short. And third free throw from Voskuhl. That one's off the mark too. Cannon Russell comes away with her 7th rebound. And we're going to have a timeout called as Russell had to go to her knees. And we'll have a timeout called by Coach Cater to save that one. 3:34 left in the ball game, 20-point Leopardette lead. When we come back after this, live coverage of Leopardette basketball is presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
Are you tired of doing laundry? Give Sunshine Suds a call and let them do it for you. Sunshine Suds will wash and fold your clothes, and they also offer dry cleaning. Sunshine Suds also does quilting and alterations. Load up that laundry basket and head to Sunshine Suds, located at 107 Southwest 2nd Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or give them a call at 405-756-2850.
Leopardette basketball out of the timeout, up by 20 and 3:34 left. Full court press. Russell gets it, trapped, gets it to Gentry. She is picked up by number 11. That's Isabella Martin, who is in for the first time. And then Leslie is stripped over there by Voskuhl, but it'll stay with the Leopardettes. And Maddie McGowan back into the ball game. Lopez, tell you what, hats off to her. She had a tall task, and she lived up to it. Gave us the time to be able to do that with all this with McGowan on the bench. Trap comes for Russell. She gets it away to Gentry right side. Back over to Valenciano. She is picked up by Martin. Valenciano over to Leslie. Into the left corner for Russell. Skip it to Gentry and back over to Valenciano. Back to Leslie. To Cannon. Skip it to Valenciano as the Leopardettes again continue to play keep away. And the bump foul from McIntyre will be her fourth. And Valenciano's slow to get up right here. And she does get to her feet, which is a good sign. And, hey, the good sportsmanship right there from McIntyre to go check on her.
No. She's been on the floor the whole time this game.
Free throw up and good for Valenciano, and that is her first point of this ball game as she knocks down both free throws. Makes it 40-18 Leopardettes. Baseline Champ all the way across to the left side to Martin. Martin works around a screen from Champ. Marks gives it inside. McIntyre missed it, got a rebound. That doesn't go, and this time the rebound is taken by Valenciano. And we're going to get a foul called underneath. That one goes on Valenciano. Her first, just the team's second, so no free throws here. Team's third, my apologies. Martin looks to inbounds from the baseline, gets it out into the corner to McIntyre, steps against the double team, sends it out to Voskuhl. Back inside to McIntyre. Again, they bring the double team, turns around, drops it in anyway. Nice touch.
Wow, they finally broke that, that field goal streak there in the second half.
And Leopardettes turn it over again. That shot doesn't go. Leslie comes up with another rebound. Ahead to McGowan. Back out Russell. And we'll get the armbar foul called on Voskuhl and put Russell at the free throw line with 2:08 left in the ball game. And the Leopardettes looking like, barring some kind of a miracle, will have a date in Ada coming up at 6 o'clock on Thursday night as Russell heads to the line. And can't get that one to drop. She was 6 of 8 before that one. Now she's 6 of 9. And Valenciano checks out as Gracie Bray, the 5'2 freshman, checks in. Russell's second one on the way, and that one will drop in. 41-20 Leopardettes as the subs get ready to come in for the Lady Saints as well. As Johnson and Eisenhower return, along with Chandler, and they will also bring in number 12, Kylie Major, for the first time. She is a senior. So Eisenhower and Major, Chandler, all seniors. Eisenhower with the basketball, gets it to Major at the free throw line, turns around, drives right side, sends it out into the corner. Eisenhower looks between the circles, and Johnson stripped by Gentry. Gets it back out to Major, drives down, puts one up off the side of the backboard. Got her own miss, though. Down to a minute and a half to go. Major up top. Chandler drives in, gives it over the left side to Johnson. That was a tough shot for Jackie Johnson, but the senior got it to drop. 41-22, and we'll have a timeout as a whistle is called on Voskuhl for the foul, and that'll be her fifth. Ella Voskuhl, the sophomore, will foul out with 1:21 left in the ball game. Finished with just that one free throw here in the fourth quarter. McGowan, Gentry check out in the game for the Leopardettes. Number 40, Hardy Hillebrand, the 5'9 senior. Also, Bray returns. Number 21, Kinley Jennings, the sophomore. as Leslie Wilmot to the line misses the front end of two. Number 25, Marisol Hernandez, also in the ball game for the Lady Saints. Number 34, Sheridan Piercy. I think that was the lone senior that had not been in the game yet for the Lady Saints, as Leslie Wilmot will hit the second free throw. Back to a 20-point game with 1:21 left. Eisenhower brings it up. Johnson, the backdoor cut down the backside, and we'll get free throws for McKenna Chandler. The foul called on the Leopardettes will go against number 25, Hernandez. Fourth team foul, but this will be 2 free throws for Chandler. And Chandler knocks down the first one. (42-23), Leopardettes still have the 19-point lead as Chandler fires the second one. That one got the kind roll off the back iron. Hernandez on the handle, works left, gets around the Hillebrand screen. Bray comes back left, hands it off to Jennings. Jennings back over to Hernandez, out near the half line. Bray comes back and gets it, drives down to the right side. Jennings in the right corner, back out to Bray. Brecken Klein in the ball game as well. Hernandez between the circles as we get 40 seconds left in the ball game. Klein, 3-ball on the way, and it's good. Brecken Klein makes it 45-24. Leopardettes, 30 seconds left in the ball game. Eisenhower to the high post to Johnson. Over on the right wing, inside Major. Had it stripped, and Klein comes away with it. Ahead to Jennings in transition, stops, sends it out to Hernandez. She'll fire a 3 left wing, and that's just off the backside. Hillebrand fights for the rebound. The jump ball and possession, Leopardettes.
Yeah, you really are excited for these people that get to come in right here at the end. You know, good things happen.
Brecken into the lane to Bray, out to Jennings, top of the key. Back to Bray on the left wing. Gets into the lane, sends it out to Jennings right side, and that'll do it. The Leopardettes will take home the Consolation Championship plaque from the regional tournament with a 45-24 win over the Lady Saints of OCS. And that was a tough game. The Leopardettes stretched it out there in that second half. Just OCS could not find the bottom of the basket in that second half. But athletic director Tommy Ferguson prepares to present the Consolation Championship. Aristide Valenciano accepts it. The Leopardettes celebrate. They improve to 14-13 now on the season. They'll play Thursday night at 6 o'clock in Ada. And again, they will take on the loser of the championship game over there tonight between, I got to make sure I get to my right bracket here. That is the Eufaula and Jones game, I believe.
Yes.
Runner-up of C, yes. So the loser of that game is who the Leopardettes will play at 6 o'clock on Thursday there in Ada. We're going to step aside. We'll figure up our final stats from this one and get you ready for the boys' game right after this on KBLP Live.
The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards!
BC Factoring and Finance is a local, family-owned finance company. We assist small businesses with flexible and creative financing solutions to meet their cash flow needs. Call us to discuss ways we can help free up your time to focus on building your business. Visit us online at bcfactoring.com or give us a call at 405-259-2104. Go, Lindsay!
For over 68 years, Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, Oklahoma, has been serving families in the area during their greatest time of need, the loss of a loved one. We treat each family as if they were our own and consider it a true calling to minister to each and every family that calls upon us. We don't take caring for your loved one and your family lightly. Your care is important to us. Call on us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, where our staff can assist your family with immediate need with the loss of a loved one, pre-need arrangement planning, pre-need burial insurance, along with questions regarding funeral burial trust accounts, Veterans Administration, and Social Security benefits questions. Myself, John W. Williams, Teresa, and Claudia are well experienced in these areas and will be more than happy to assist you in any way we can. Winans Funeral Home in Maysville, where you are family.
If you need local trash pickup with quality service at a fair price, call Red Dirt Waste Services today at 580-432-5697. Red Dirt Waste Services is locally owned and operated, offering household, residential, and light commercial trash pickup in Lindsay and surrounding areas, including Ellick, Bradley, Bray Doyle, Cox City, Elmore City, and Foster. Red Dirt Waste Services does household cleanouts too, and they offer 96-gallon poly carts and dumpsters. Bagged, loose, or heavy items, doesn't matter, they'll come get it. Red Dirt Waste Services even offers valet service, so you don't even have to take your trash to the curb. Schedule your weekly pickup today by calling 580-432-5697. Stop paying more than you have to for quality, dependable, and locally owned trash pickup. Call Red Dirt Waste Services at 580-432-5697. That's 580-432-5697.
El Unico Taco Truck is ready to curb your hunger. The traveling taco truck has locations in Lindsay and Blanchard and is available for catering services. You can contact El Unico to book your next event at 405-760-0821. El Unico enjoys supporting all of our Leopards with their Taco Tuesdays. Reach out to El Unico for your next event.
Back to wrap up the girls' game. The Leopardettes take home the consolation championship from the regional tournament with a 45-24 win over the Lady Saints of OCS. Unofficially for the Lady Saints, 14 from Ava McIntyre leads the way for OCS. Blair Rowlett finishes with 5, 2 apiece from McKenna Chandler and Jackie Johnson, and a free throw from Ella Voskul rounds out the scoring for OCS, who went 8 of 17 from the free throw line. The Leopardettes have 2 players in double figures. Cannon Russell finishes the game with 15 points, had 12 of those in the 13 of those in the second half. Then it was 13 points from Gentry Wilmot, 8 from Maddie McGowan, who spent a large chunk of that second half on the bench with 4 fouls. 3-point basket from Brecken Klein, also 3 from Leslie Wilmot, 2 from Aris De Valenciano, and a free throw from Alondra Lopez. That rounds out the scoring for the Leopardettes, who went 17 of 22 from the free throw line. Great shooting from the free throw line, and again, got there a bunch as they just had 2 free throws in that first half. They end up with 20 free throws, 15 for 20 in the second half from the free throw line. The Leopardettes were the rebound leader at the end of the game, 30-23, even though they were down by 3 in the rebound category at halftime. And both teams ended up with 8 turnovers. With that, we go over and talk to Glenn.
Yeah, some ugly numbers on both sides. For OCS, 8 for 36 from 2-point range for 22%. 0 for 8 from 3-point range for 0%. I didn't even have to use the calculator.
Did you have to get your calculator out for that one?
I didn't have to use the calculator on that. So a total of 8 for 44, 18%. And I don't know, there is not a level that you play at that you can shoot 18% and win a game. So tough shooting night for OCS. For the Leopardettes, 2 for 13 from 2-point range. That's only 15%, but they shot really well from 3-point range, 8 for 19 for 42%, for a total of 10 for 32 from the floor for 31%. So not a good shooting night by either team. Free throws, of course, we get 17 of our 45 points from the free throw line. So that kind of saved us. We had the lead, and they had to foul there at the end, and we shot 9 for 12 in the fourth quarter from the free throw line, and that solidified the win. The Leopardettes did what they had to do, took care of the basketball, made their free throws at the end, and they get rewarded with a trip to the area tournament.
Fantastic. The Leopardettes, again, consolation champs. And we'll be in Ada on a Thursday night, a 6 p.m. tip time. And right now, our plans are to be there to bring you all that action from Ada on Thursday night. So make sure you make plans to either be in Ada or be right here on YouTube and KBLPlive as we'll bring you all that action. Let's step aside. We're going to switch gears, and we're going to talk about rematch number 4 between the Lindsay Leopards and the Comanche Indians. We'll do that right after this time out here on KBLP Live.
Hughes Heat and Air is a family-owned business that serves Lindsay and surrounding areas. Hughes Heat and Air provides service for residential and commercial jobs, including simple repairs and new installations. Hugh and his crew take pride in providing professional, efficient, and reliable work at affordable rates. For your next heat and air project, give Hugh a call at 1-405-756-6399. Good luck, Lindsay.
Capturing all your special moments is such a blessing to me, from running down the ball field to walking down the aisle. Call or text Photography Blessings by Lacey for all your photography needs. 405-428-0305. Go Leopards and Leopardettes.
Tabor's Drug has been locally owned and operated for almost 60 years and has employed many Leopards and Leopardettes. We are very proud to be a supporter of our sports teams. At Tabor's Drug, your prescriptions are filled with care and accuracy, and our pharmacist is available for free consulting concerning your prescriptions bought at Tabor's. We also offer interpreters for our Spanish-speaking friends. We are a very friendly store that has that small town feel. You can reach us at 405-756-4511. Come and see us.
Car Care Center is your hometown auto repair shop right here in Lindsay, America at 211 West Cherokee, providing complete automotive repair on foreign and domestic cars and trucks. So if your ride needs repair or service, Car Care Center can get it done. Whether it's radiators, mufflers, brakes, or diagnostics, Car Care Center can handle whatever you need to get back on the road. Call Car Care Center at 405-756-1447. That's 756-1447. Available Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. That's Car Care Center at 211 West Cherokee in Lindsay.
Clements Insurance provides insurance coverage to best suit your needs. We offer auto, home, farm, life, and business policies. Come by 109 West Chickasaw or call 405-756-2253. Clements Insurance is carrying on the tradition to satisfy you. So come see me, Keith, or Beth. Go Lindsay.
Whether you want to promote your business or unite your team, depend on Design It. Locally owned and operated, we are dedicated to offering the service you need to give you the results you deserve. We are committed to providing you with custom screen printing, embroidery, custom graphic designs, logo designs, and we have a creative arts department and an in-house artist who can take your idea and give it our professional touch with custom art services. Contact us today.
Back here at Leopard Arena as we get set for the boys matchup between the Lindsay Leopards and the Comanche Indians. Comanche comes in 9-16 on the season, and the Leopards 13-13 after their win last night over Atoka. A very exciting win for the Lindsay Leopards as they ended up getting 28 points and 6 threes from Creed Taylor. had 13 points from Bryson Watts and pull off a 5-point win, 69-64 over the number 15th ranked Atoka Wampus Cats last night. And OCS, of course, coming on a win off of get my right sheet out here. Frederick, 53-52, the final score in that one. And, of course, they had lost their matchup with the Leopards in the district tournament. And so we got to see if the Leopards can take care of business here today and punch their ticket to the area tournament next week. Let's get to the starting lineups for Comanche. These names will be familiar to all of us. Number 3 is the senior Miles Ellis, and number 4 is twin brother Dylan Ellis, also a senior. Number 12 is the forward inside, the big guy, Hunter Lashley. He's also a senior. Number 5 is Corbin Bowen. He is also a senior. And then Briar Blair, number 32, rounds out the starting 5. 5 seniors on this Comanche team, all start for the Indians. Again, they're 9-16 on the season. Anthony Bowie is the head coach for the Indians. For the Lindsay Leopards, who again are going to be the home team on the scoreboard, but because they are on the bottom of the bracket, they will be the visiting team from a uniform standpoint. So they will wear those same orange uniforms they wore last night and won that game in.
Yep.
And they'll have
somebody did some quick laundry.
Yeah, they did. They were working on it last night when I left here.
Yeah.
Number 3 at guard is a 5'10 sophomore. That is Creed Taylor. Let's see if he can have a repeat of last night. At forward, a 6-foot senior, number 4, Brody Ramming. Also at guard, a 6-foot tall senior, number 11, is Bryson Watts. At a forward, a 6'2 sophomore, number 23, Bryce Cater. And round out the starting 5 with a 5'9 sophomore, number 24, Manuel Aguero. Aguero, Cater, Watts, Ramming, and Taylor, the starting 5 for the head coach of the Lindsay Leopards, Devin Terry. He is assisted by Gavin Wilson.
Yeah, this should be a good ball game. I'm excited to see how we do offensively, if we can have another offensive explosion. Maybe it's Creed Taylor again. Maybe it's somebody else. But, we're going to have to contain the Ellis brothers. And then don't forget about the big boy underneath, too.
Yep. So. Got to keep Lashley under control as well. Yep. And Lashley controls the tip in the backcourt. Dylan will bring it up. And Lashley hits the deck on the far side of the floor. They'll get things underway here. Dylan, the backside lob, and shot will not drop for Bowen, but the foul on Cater. And there's a play that looks like it came right out of the Lindsay playbook, as they tried that with Ramming a couple of times the last couple of games, and they did it with Bowen that time from Comanche. And he cannot connect on the first free throw.
Hey, I call that good coaching. Yep. If somebody runs a play against you and it works, hey, steal that play.
So it makes you wonder if Comanche had it, we stole it from them.
Yeah.
He can't get either one of them to drop, though, and Ramming will claim the second miss. Here come the Leopards. Watts gets it to Taylor over the left wing. Dylan Ellis with the defense. Taylor gets it to Ramming at the free throw line. Spins on Lashley. Steps through. Left it short off the glass, though, and the rebound for Miles Ellis. And let's see what we're going to get here. The officials are talking here. See what they decide to do here. They're going to give the ball to the Leopards. So, yep. 7:27 left. We're about 30 seconds into this ball game. It's still scoreless. Watts gets the inbounds on the far left wing. Gives it out to Aguero. He'll set the defense up. And they do keep Taylor covered up. Aguero follows him down the baseline, however. Missed the shot. Got his own rebound, though, and put it back up and in.
Yeah, way to stay with it, Manning.
So Leopards get the early 2-0 lead. Dylan across the timeline to Miles over on the left side. Corbin Bowen sends it back up top to Miles. Bowen back to Dylan between the circles. Miles now on the right wing. Bowen between the rings. Back left side, Dylan. Short corner. Lashley back up top. They go back over. Dillon back to Lastly baseline. Double team. Throws it in the lane and threw it away. Taylor with the steal. Takes it coast to coast and down ran the basketball. Leopards turn it right back over. And Miles Ellis could never get a good enough handle on the basketball to get it going in the break. Bowen to the elbow. Gets it back out to Dillon. He'll set it back up. Miles catch fire three, and it's good. That is what Miles Ellis does so well. Cannot let him catch the ball and not be in his face.
Yeah, you got to know where 3 and 4 both are. They both can shoot it out there.
Watts left wing. He'll fire the three, and he's got the answer. Watts for three. 5-3 Leopards. 6 minutes left here in the first. Miles picks up his dribble. Gets it over to Dillon. Across the timeline. Inside to Blair, double team, sends it out to Miles, same spot, and the same result. 2 for 2 from 3, and it's a 6-5 lead for the Indians. Watts into the right corner for Taylor. Waits on a screen from Ramming. Works it back up top to Cater. Cater looks to drive in, gets into the lane, floater, no, won't drop. Rebound is loose. Miles Ellis comes away with it. He will push it up the floor. Stops, fires a three, it's off the rim, no good. Heat check right there from Miles.
Yeah.
As Cater has the basketball. Takes it all the way to the rack and puts it in. Cater for 2. 7-6, Leopards back up by 1. This game will go this way all night long.
Yeah,
all afternoon.
Yeah, it's going to be a back and forth game, I think.
Dillon, drive down the right side of the lane for Blair. He puts it off the glass and in. And timeout, Lindsay. 8-7, Comanche by 1, 4:48 left in the first. We'll take a 30-second timeout and come back with more Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank here on KBLP Live.
This is Brandon Cottrell, pastor at Calvary Baptist Church. Just want to take a moment and invite you to come worship with us this Sunday. Classes begin at 9:30 and worship follows at 10:45. We have something for all ages each Wednesday night. Meals begin at 5:30 and Bible study follows at 6:30. We would love to have you come be a part of our worship. We are located 410 West Chickasaw. Come join us.
8-7 Comanche, 4:48 left to go here in the first quarter. Leopards will have the basketball.
Yeah, and this is a stark contrast to the girls' game. That shooting was so poor. Lindsay shooting 50%, 3 for 6 from the floor. Comanche is 3 for 4 for 75% so far from the floor.
Aguero gets it to Ramming, top of the key. Right wing for Watts, around the Ramming screen. Watts lets the flyby go by, shoots an air ball, but a save by Ramming, and Dylan Ellis ends up to be the last to touch it as it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Leopards. Taylor to inbound. Watts gets it left wing, up top to Aguero. Blair with the defense, waits for Taylor on the right wing, and Dylan Ellis is not leaving Creed Taylor. Ramming takes Lastly inside, steps through, can't get around him, sends it back out to Aguero. That's good defense from Lastly.
Absolutely.
Cater, long three on the way is short. Lastly with the miss. Quickly the other way. Nearly on the sideline was Bowen. Miles up top, back to Bowen on the left wing. Comes back to Dillon between the circles. Miles on the right wing. Back up top to Dillon. Leopards pretty much man defense here as Dillon has it. Going to go 4 down, and they're actually going to look like almost pull the ball out right here. It's Dillon in no hurry to do anything. Looks like more confusion than anything on defense. Dillon into the lane, steps through, might have got away with a travel right there. Blair can't connect on the three. Bowen up over the top of everybody, but Watts will claim the rebound. Back over to Ramming. Ramming stops right wing, gets it to Aguero. Now Ramming back out to Aguero, out to Watts over left side Cater. Watts stands with it, waits for the floor to balance out. Now they'll go into motion. Aguero comes to get it, goes to the left side, ball stolen away, but out of bounds of Bowen. Again, got to take care of the basketball.
Yeah, a lot of confusion right there on what we were running, where we were supposed to be. I think that kind of led to that.
Leopards still down by 1, just under 3 left to go here. And now Bowen will get whistled for the foul going after that steal. Bowen's first is the first foul of the ball game. I'm sorry, foul apiece. Forgot about Caters earlier. Aguero left wing. Again waits for Cutters. And Ramming now at the free throw line. Turns around, takes Lashley into the lane, steps around him, puts it up and in. What a move from Brody Ramming. 9-8 Leopards. 2.5 left here in the first quarter. Dillon calls out the offense rather. And again, very methodical, waiting to get into motion here. Miles with Aguero on him. Back to Bowen, top of the key. Cater picks him up in the lane, gets it back to Dillon at the free throw line, hesitates, steps in, the backdoor cut from Blair, lost the basketball, got it back, takes Taylor under the rack, puts it in too strong, rebound line. Lashley is up and in though. Lashley with the tip in, puts Comanche back up by 1, 10-9.
Yeah, you got to block them out right there. Get you a defensive board.
Cater inside to Ramming. Again, turns on Lashley, puts it up, over the rim and in for Brody Ramming. Leopards back up by 1. Here comes Bowen the other way. Floater off the glass, no. But Cater's going to get whistled for the foul. Second on Bryce is the second team foul. And at the free throw line, Corbin Bowen. He was the only one who has shot any free throws so far in this ball game, and he is 0 for 3 there. Number 2 is Isaac Cameron, the 6-foot-tall freshman. He will check in for Bryce Cater. He'll check out with those 2 fouls. Also in for Comanche is number 2, Colby Shannon. He replaces Briar Blair. Neither free throw will drop. Rebound tipped out of bounds, and he's going to call it Comanche basketball.
Yeah. That's one of those where Comanche's players hit our hand and
Dillon elevates, puts it in. 12-11. Back we go with a 1-point Comanche lead, 1:25 left in the first. Watts up top to Cameron. Left side to Aguero. Lashley now fronting Ramming. Rebound or loose ball. Taylor now into the lane. A reverse layup up and in. Taylor puts the Leopards back up by 1. Here's Miles left side. Drives down the clear out underneath. And Lashley comes away with a miss and puts it in.
Yeah, we had to come off and help, and we're not helping the helper right there.
Watts on the handle. 50 seconds left, and they're going to go for a final shot right here. Leopards down by 1. Watch just dribbles, and Miles Ellis is content to just let him do it. We'll get down to 35 seconds. So they're going to run it down to 10 seconds here, and then
they're going to run point. Yeah.
Yep. Watts. Some token pressure there from Miles. There's the 10. We're going to run point. Around the screen from Ramming. Watts back up top, back inside. Ramming, triple team. No, but he'll draw contact with 3.8 seconds left. Lashley picks up his first. Just the second team foul, but Ramming will head to the line to shoot 2 with 3.8 seconds left before the end of the first. Brody's first one on the way, and it's good. He's got 5. That ties the game at 14. Lashley checks out. Number 13, Jace Bowen, the freshman, is in. And number 15, Bryson Lashley, the junior, also in for Comanche. Ramming, second free throw, also on the way, and that one will not drop. The rebound is pulled down by Dylan Ellis, and he'll race the other way, and that one will not count. And we have not decided anything. We're all tied up at 14 at the end of one. We'll send it back upstairs. We'll be back with more Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank after this timeout on KBLP Live.
For all your tax services, contact Grant and Katie Johnson, CPA. Grant and Katie are certified public accountants that provide full-service accounting, bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. With 2 offices, one located at 600 Southeast 4th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, and another at 313 North Walnut in Pauls Valley, Grant and Katie are ready to meet your CPA needs. Give Grant or Katie a call at 405-238-2727 and set up your appointment today. Josh Martin and everyone at T&W Tire here in Lindsay, Oklahoma would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck this school year.
We'll get ready to start the second quarter. It will be Leopard basketball. We are tied at 14. And some last-second instruction for Bryson Watts, and he'll get the inbounds then to put things in motion here. Cameron stays on the floor. Aguero drives the baseline, rejected by Lashley. Right idea, but Lashley just better on the defense. Inside to Lashley, ball's on the floor, but Dylan Ellis will come away with it. Gets to the elbow, sends it over the right side for Shannon, who lost it, got it back. Back out to Dylan as they'll reset this offense. And Aguero staying step for step with Miles Ellis wherever he goes. Lashley comes to set the screen. Dillett gives it to Shannon out on the wing, and he lost it, and we're going to get a foul on the Leopards. The reach in from behind on Creed Taylor picks up his third team foul, rather. So no free throws yet for Comanche as Dylan Ellis will step out to throw it in. Nobody open. Finally, Lashley back out to Dylan Miles. Dylan into the lane, turns around, elevates, puts it up, misses it. Cameron comes away with it for the Leopards. He'll push it up. Taylor left side, into the lane. A lot of contact right there for no whistle. Lashley pulls down his 5th rebound on the miss. Miles pushes it out. Bryson Lashley for 3, off the mark. Creed Taylor with the miss. He'll push it up, leave it for Watts to bring across the timeline with 6:50 left to go here in the half. We're still tied at 14. Cameron at the top of the key to Aguero left side. Back to Cameron on the wing. He'll skip it back over right side. Watts fires a 3, and it's good. Watts' second 3 of the game puts the Leopards up by 3. Dylan Ellis on the handle. Looks to drive in on Watts. Gives it over to Shannon on that right wing. Back up top to Bryson Lashley. Cut off on his drive by Cameron. Dylan to the free throw line. Back out to Bryson on that right wing. Up top, Shannon goes back left. Gets to the free throw line. Stops. Bryson spin move in the lane. And we're going to get a foul called on Isaac Cameron before the shot. And foul on Isaac's his first, 4th team foul. And in the game for the Leopards, Bryce Cater returns along with number 1, Armando Hernandez, the sophomore. Aguero and Taylor will both sit. Hernandez draws the task of keeping up with Miles Ellis now. Shannon gets the inbounds on the right wing. The catch fire 3, wraps around and drops in. That ties the game at 17.
That hit every part of the rim, around and up and in.
Watts gets it. Sends it right side to Hernandez. Back to Watts. Over to the left side for Cameron. Back to Watts. 3-ball straight away. It's short. Ramming if he can get a hold of it. Finally does and got it to Hernandez. It's quickly left side to Cater. Now to Cameron. Back over to Watts. Back to Cameron, inside ramming, back over to Cater, left wing, 3-ball on the way, rims out, no good. Hernandez got it to Ramming, and Ramming will get the and one. And that all started with a great offensive rebound from Armando Hernandez. Foul called on Briar Blair, his first on the second quarter for Comanche, but this is an and one opportunity now for Brody Ramming. See if he can put the Leopards back up by 3, and he'll get it done. '17 Leopards. We're going to have a timeout called by Coach Bowie from Comanche. 5:20 left in the first half. Leopards with a 3-point lead in Comanche basketball when we come back after this timeout here on KBLP Live.
Hey Leopard fans, this is Nick Johnson from First Baptist Church Lindsay. At First Baptist Church, we are a family ministry and desire to faithfully proclaim the gospel in Lindsay and beyond. We would like to invite you to join us every Sunday for worship at 9 a.m. and Sunday school following at 10:15. Our Wednesday evening activities start with dinner at 5:50, and then we have Bible studies for children, youth, and adults starting at 6:30. First Baptist Church is proud to support the Lindsay Leopards, and we wish all of our student athletes a successful season. From all of us at First Baptist Church Lindsay, go Leopards!
Hey there, this is Trace Adams with Hassler Hot Oil Service. We are family owned and operated with over 25 years experience. I am a 4th generation Lindsay Leopard, and we proudly support Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes athletically and academically in all their endeavors. Call my dad, Greg Adams, at 405-756-6075 for all of your hot oiler needs. Again, that's 405-756-6075. Go Lindsay!
Out of the timeout, 5:20 left to go here in the second quarter. The Leopards with a 3-point lead over Comanche, 20-17, but the Indians have the basketball. Coming out of the timeout, Miles Ellis back on the floor. Bowen on the floor as well for Comanche. He will actually bring the ball up and try to set the screen for Bowen, give it to Shannon. He'll work up top to Lashley. Lashley works to the right wing, hands to Blair. Blair to the free throw line, back out to Shannon. 3-ball from Shannon on the way off the back iron. Blair comes down with a long rebound, though, and puts it up and in.
Yeah, those long rebounds, there's not a lot you can do about those sometimes.
Right place, right time.
Yep.
Watts sends it right wing to Cater. Looking inside at Ramming. Lashley's got him covered up. They'll work it back to the other side. Hernandez. Back to Cameron, back to Watts, back to Cameron. Cameron down to Hernandez, baseline left side. 3-ball from Hernandez, rims out, no good. Miles, and here he comes with the basketball. Back up top, Shannon. Shannon's going to fire that 3 till he hits one. He missed that one, and Cater has the miss. Watts sends it right side to Cater. Short corner baseline for them. Cater fires a 3, and that one's off the mark. Hernandez, another offensive rebound into Ramming, who puts it up and in. That is twice now that Hernandez has come up with an offensive board and given the basket to Ramming. Back to a 3-point Leopard lead. In the lane goes Blair. Off the glass, won't drop. And Ramming nearly had to rebound, and they're going to call the foul on Hunter Lashley. And that'll be 2 on Lashley now. Second team foul in the quarter.
You know, I always told my players, I'd yell at Blair right there and say, that's your fault because you missed the shot.
Missed the shot.
if you don't miss that bump off the glass, Lashley doesn't foul.
Taylor back in the ball game for the Leopards. Ramming at the right elbow. Goes to Cameron down underneath. A lot of contact on that shot. Ramming still got that rebound and a strong putback from Brody Ramming. Leopards with their biggest lead at 5. Blair into the lane. Over Cameron's outstretched arms. It won't drop. Rebound tipped out of the hands of Taylor, and Dylan Ellis will come away with it. Got to grab that basketball. Dylan on the handle. Taylor with the defense as he waits for the floor to balance out. We've got 3:10 left here in the first half. Leopards with a 5-point lead. Dylan on the handle. Left side, Miles. Miles tries to drive in. Armando stays with him. Back to Dylan out between the circles. Hernandez doing a great job of keeping Miles covered up. Now Miles will come get it. Back over to Shannon left wing. He's got Cater on him. Looks to drive in. Cater with the good defense. Back over to Dylan. 2:40 left before halftime now. And Dillon backs out as Coach Bowie barks the instructions from the sideline. And again, here comes Dillon. Nearly lost the basketball. Got it to Miles. Miles to the left elbow. Out to Shannon on the wing left side. He'll work to the top of the key. Pushes to the right elbow. Flips it back to Miles. Or that is Dillon. And Dillon into the lane down to Lashley. Lashley. Offensive foul. Number 3 on Lashley. Great job from Isaac Cameron. And that'll put the, what would you say, 6-4 probably for Lashley?
Yeah.
Heads to the bench. Watts gets a breather. Cater gets a breather. Cater and Aguero are both back in.
Yeah, that ought to make it a lot easier on Brody. Brody's already got 11 points, but having to go up against a shorter player is going to help him.
Hernandez, 3 won't drop. Rebound out of bounds, and they're going to say last touched by the Leopards. And we need, I think Ramming lost the contact right there, and he'll have to sub out. So Watts will return for the Leopards. They've still got a 5-point lead, 1:50 left to go here in the first half. As Dillon will bring it up for the Indians. Hernandez still keeping Miles Ellis covered up. Now they'll try to screen for him. Shannon up to the top of the key. Great job of Taylor to get across that screen. Back out to Bowen on the left wing. Bowen looks to drive in. Again, Watts with a good defense. Down low, Blair, the reverse layup. Won't drop. Rebound, Watts.
Yeah, got a little fancy right there instead of just squaring up and trying to flip it up there reverse. Didn't bode well for him.
Bowen all over Watts. Gets it over to Hernandez. Again, the Leopards always go into this X motion when they're trying to run it down from the final minute. Hernandez with a handle. Miles. They get it back out to Cameron. Blair with the defense there. He looks to drive all the way to the rack, sends it over to Aguero. Aguero down the baseline, into Hernandez. Got it! What a layup from Hernandez. 7-point Leopard lead. Up top, Miles Ellis on the handle. 30 seconds left. Leopards a 7-point lead. Dillon comes to get it back. Hernandez with the defense. The student section from the Leopards did a great job of keeping them fired up. No look pass to Blair in the right corner. He'll work it to the wing and back up top as we get to 10 seconds. Bowen, spin move, left elbow, stops, sends it back out to Shannon. Shannon, the sidestep 3 is short. Rebound to Watts. His full court shot off the top of the backboard, but the Leopards will head to the locker room with a 7-point lead. 26-19, Lindsay on top. Back up top, we'll be back with our officially unofficial stats in your First National Bank halftime show right after this on KBLP Live.
Hi, I'm Jess Thornburg with Homestead & Co. Realty. I'm a local realtor that lives locally. I live here and I work here. Growing up in rural Oklahoma, I was taught the value of doing the right thing. I know how valuable relationships are with good people. So I'd like to apply for the relationship of being your realtor. I'm not a high-pressure salesperson from the city, so call me at 405-471-9855 when you're thinking real estate. You'll get information from a real person without the sales pressure. Call me at 405-471-9855. Let's go, Lindsay.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
With Oklahoma's weather being unpredictable, you need a trusted roofing company. At Legacy Roofing and Construction, we are proud to serve Lindsay, Oklahoma and the surrounding areas. Call Legacy Roofing and Construction for a free estimate at 405-756-8855 or visit our website at legacy-roofing.com.
Hey, Lindsay community. My name is Christian Torres, and I am the minister for the Lindsay Church of Christ. We would like to invite you to come and worship with us on Sundays at 10:45 a.m. and Wednesdays at 7 p.m. We're located at 1205 West Cherokee Street. Here at the Lindsay Church of Christ, you will find the truth of God's Word, spoken in love, and a group of people who love God and one another. Do you have a Bible question? Well, we have a Bible answer. Come and worship with us and be edified at the Lindsay Church of Christ.
If you have a hankering for the best barbecue in South Central Oklahoma, then get yourself down to the Meat Locker Barbecue in Lindsay. Every Monday, Thursday, and Friday, located just off of Highway 19, 106 Northwest 4th. At the Meat Locker, we work hard to bring you the most consistent, delicious, slow-smoked barbecue around at a price that won't break the bank. And don't forget, we cater too, and we'd love to do the cooking for your next event. So come see us or give us a call at 405-428-1198 and visit our new website at meatlockerbbqok.com for the latest Meat Locker merchandise. We're proud to sponsor this broadcast of Lindsay Leopard Athletics and want to wish all the students, faculty, and staff a successful year.
Curb your hunger at a new location right here in Lindsay, Oklahoma. From the owners of El Unico Taco Truck comes Casa 13. Casa 13 will bring a delicious variety of Mexican food. Stay tuned to their Facebook for sneak peeks. Following their grand opening on January 4th, Casa 13 will be located at 110 Northeast 4th Street right here in Lindsay, Oklahoma. Go Leopards!
At Rural Electric Cooperative, we're committed to providing electric power and opportunity to the many areas our members call home. That includes supporting youth programs that teach life skills and build character. With REC, you're more than a customer, you're a member owner. And that's why we're always working hard to provide you with the most dependable electric power possible. As a Touchstone Energy Cooperative, REC is dedicated to providing the best service possible and supporting the communities in our service area.
S&H Tank Service is your choice for Lindsay-owned and operated vacuum truck service. S&H Tank Service's fleet is equipped with transports, bobtails, pump and kill trucks rated up to 10,000 PSI, plus hot oil units, rock trailers, frac tanks, mud and shell haul-off pits, and soil farming. As Lindsay High School graduates, S&H is proud to support Lindsay schools and all of their student activities. S&H Tank Service would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck in everything they do. Give S&H a call anytime, 24/7 at 405-756-3121. That's 405-756-3121. And remember, your phone starts our trucks. That's S&H Tank Service of Lindsay.
Welcome back to Leopard Arena and halftime, your First National Bank halftime show. The Leopards with a 7-point lead over Comanche here at halftime, 26-19. This game was all tied up at 14 at the end of one, and the Leopards outscore Comanche 12-5 in that quarter to take the 7-point lead. Had to do math in my head real quick there. That hurt. 2 threes for Miles Ellis early in the game for his 6 points here at halftime to lead the way for Comanche. 4 apiece from Hunter Lastly and Briar Blair. A 3-point basket from Colby Shannon for his 2 points, and Dylan Ellis has a field goal for 2 points. Rounds out the scoring for Comanche, who are 0 for 4 from the free throw line. For the Lindsay Leopards, Brody Ramming already in double figures. He's got 12 points in the first half. And I know the last 2 baskets, I'm going to give partial credit to Armando Hernandez for huge offensive rebounds under the basket and feeding the ball to Ramming to let him get them up and in. 6 points in the first half from Bryson Watts on a couple of 3-point baskets. And then from there, there's 2 apiece for Armando Hernandez, Creed Taylor, Bryce Cater, and Manuel Aguero, who all have 2 apiece. So pick your poison for the Leopards. They've all had a hand in it. And the Leopards are just 2 for 3 from the free throw line. The Leopards have a one rebound lead over Comanche, 12-11. They out-rebound the Indians. And this has been the number that surprised me again. These are always unofficial, but just 2 turnovers in the first half of Comanche, and the Leopards just had 1 turnover that I had for their turnover count. Well, we'll go talk to Glenn and see what the shooting numbers look like.
Yeah, it's a pretty clean game played by both teams there in the first half. After watching that girls' game and the futility of shooting, these numbers are spectacular. For Comanche, 5 for 11 from 2-point range, 3 for 9 from 3-point range, for a total of 8 for 20 for 40% from the field. Comanche was 6 for 10 there in the first quarter from the field, but only 2 for 10 there in the second quarter, where they only scored 5 points. So, they cooled off quite a bit there in the second quarter. For the Leopards, they were 9 for 15 from 2-point range, bolstered by 5 for 6 from Brody Ramming. He was 5 for 6.
Wow.
The rest of the team was 4 for 9 from 2-point range. But 9 for 15 from 2-point range, 2 for 8 from 3-point range, for a total of 11 for 23 for 48%. And so much better shooting than the girls' game. And so but both teams are playing well. Both teams are taking care of the basketball. Comanche's got some good looks. They've missed some little dinkers down there low that's really cost them. But I think the biggest concern is Hunter Lastly with 3 fouls. That's got to really be a concern for the Comanche team as we move here into the second half.
Well, and I was just fixing to say, how did that affect your game planning? Because for the Leopards, this means you got to go inside to Brody a lot more, especially if Lastly's on the bench. If you're Coach Bowie, do you go ahead and put Lastly in to start the third and tell him you can't pick up your fourth and see if he does? But if that's the case, if he's on the floor, I'm still feeding Brody Ramming to try to make him pick up that fourth. So, I'm with you. I think that's really the kind of the whole deal. Does Lastly stay on the floor or not? Without Lastly, I think the Leopards have a lot better chance. Although I think the way they're playing right now, they're being very conservative and taking good shots. They're 48% from the field. If you can shoot that for the game for overall, I'll take that all day long.
Oh, absolutely.
So I think, again, the Leopards shooting the ball well, being very conservative with their shots and working in to get the best shot they can. And we'll see how it happens here in the second half.
Yeah.
Again, that was your First National Bank halftime show. And we'll get ready for the third quarter. Comanche with the basketball, and Dylan Ellis will bring it up. They trail by 7. And Dylan down the lane. The right-hand scoop shot will not drop. Cater comes away with the miss. And do we get a foul or a jump ball? Oh, they're going to call a foul on Dylan Ellis. Ellis is first as the team's first. Coach Bowie not happy with that at all. I can't say that I really blame him. From this angle, looked like a pretty good tie-up, but big rebound right there for the Leopards. Full court pressure. Ramming gets it from across the timeline from Cater, and Watts will get it back to set the offense up. And again, they'll run. It looks like almost like a 1-3-1 here. Now back into more like a 3-2. Taylor, left wing, looking inside at Ramming. And Lastly is on the floor, by the way.
Yeah, I think we're just going to try and spread it out a little bit and isolate Brody Ramming is exactly what they're doing.
Cater.
They don't have Hunter Lastly on him.
Cater fires the long three. Lastly comes away with the miss as the shot was off the back iron. Here's Dylan down the lane and stolen away by Cater. Gives it to Watts to bring it up the floor. Taylor right corner. 3 on the way. No, that one's off the mark. Miles with the miss, and he will not slow down going the other way, and he threw it away. The Leopards with the basketball, and Coach Bowie wants to talk about it. 6:50 left to go here in the third quarter. We'll take a timeout with him. We'll come back after this. You're watching live coverage of Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
The Shopper News Note isn't just another paper. The Shopper News Note is a weekly publication that arrives in your mailbox every Wednesday for free. The Shopper offers free Shopper Topper advertisements as well as news notes and classifieds. And everyone at the Shopper wishes the Lindsay Leopards good luck this season. Go Leopards!
Just over a minute gone here in the third quarter. Leopards still have a 7-point lead. They've also got the basketball. Taylor trapped, gets away from it, and they're going to call the foul on Corbin Bowen. Knocked him over as he was trying to get upside of him. And I guess Coach Terry's happy because he was fixed to call a timeout. Yeah. Taylor will bring it in right in front of his own bench. Got it to Ramming. And Ramming will give it over to Watts to set the offense up. Right side goes to Cater. Again, they're looking inside at Ramming. Lob inside, double teamed, and they're going to get the foul on the backside, I think, from Bowen as he came across to help. That is number 3 on Bowen now. And the third team foul here in the quarter already.
Well, I'm kind of with Coach Bowie there. I thought he got the ball right there. They called a push on him.
Ramming underneath, got it up and in over Bowen.
Yeah.
28-19, Leopards by 9. Miles into the corner. Blair brings it up, goes right back to Dillon in the corner. Dillon works to the wing, goes underneath Lastly. Cater will get whistled for the reach in as he tried to come in and tie him up, and that is foul number 3 on Bryce Cater.
Yeah, he had a hold of his arm when he went to go triple team Hunter Lastly, so got caught with his hand in the cookie jar there.
Inbound under their own basket. Dillon sends it up top to Blair. Left side, Shannon. Back up top to Dillon. Miles tries to set the screen. They'll double team him. Here comes Shannon downhill. The floater up and in for Kobe Shannon. 28-21, Leopard lead down to 7. Again, here's this full court pressure. Cater across the timeline all the way down. The floater, he double dribbled it, traveled. He wasn't sure if he wanted to pass it or go ahead and take it in, and he ends up committing, again, unofficially, just the second turnover of the game on the Leopards.
Yeah, I kind of got caught in between right there.
So Dillon brings it up, down by 7. Goes out to Shannon, top of the key. Goes right, comes back left, gives it back to Dillon. Dillon into the lane, double teamed, off the glass, no, rebound Cater. Watts ahead to Taylor on the right wing. Skipping a pass over to Cater, spots up for 3, and it's off the front of the iron, no good, but Creed Taylor gets it back. Watts thought about it, and he says, no, maybe not. Back over right side, Aguero tries to 3, and it's good. Manuel Aguero for 3, and the Leopards have a 10-point lead. It's their biggest of the game. Over on the right side, Aguero with the steal. Watts gets it from Ramming. He'll bring across the timeline into the right corner for Cater. Looking inside at Ramming. Taylor splashes through. Sends it back up top. Watts wide open 3 off the front of the rim. Taylor with the miss and lost the basketball. And we will get, I think, a jump ball, and it will be a jump. The Leopards will have the possession arrow.
Yes, we are 1 for 5 from 3-point range, 1 for 1 from 2-point range this quarter.
Cater checks out. Cameron is back in for the Leopards, and Bryson lastly checks in for Blair. Aguero, right open 3, doesn't drop in, and there's Ramming, the gift of a batted rebound, and he can't finish with it. Hunter Lastly gets it up top. Lastly quickly to the left corner for Bryson Lastly. I'm going to have to make sure I specify which Lastly I'm talking about now. Isaac Cameron comes away with the rebound. He'll give it to Watts, top of the key. Taylor right wing. His 3, no, will not drop. Miles Ellis with his 5th rebound. quickly the other way. Shannon in the lane, all the way over to Bryson Lashley, left wing, and traveled with it. Couldn't decide if he wanted to drive or shoot that three, and he ends up turning it over. That's now 6 turnovers on the Indians. Blair back into the ball game. Bryson Lashley heads back to the bench. Watts gets it in the backcourt. Dylan Ellis all over him back there. Watts will get it across. Gets a screen from Ramming. Goes right, takes it all the way down to the baseline, up and in. Nice drive. Watts with 8. 33-21 Leopards. That is a 12-point lead now for the Leopards. And Blair does get a kind roll. 33-23, back to a 10-point game. Pass is tipped into the back corner. And the Leopards will call a timeout to save that possession. 10-point Leopard lead at 33-23. 3:20 left to go here in the quarter. We'll come back after this. This is live coverage of Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay would like to wish the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes all the best during this season. When in need of a valve repair, come by Sooner Valve Repair at 106 Southwest 9th Street in Lindsay, Oklahoma, or call 405-756-1599. Good luck, Leopards, from Sooner Valve Repair in Lindsay.
Josh Martin and everyone at T&W Tire here in Lindsay, Oklahoma would like to wish the Leopards and Leopardettes the best of luck this school year.
.320 left to go, 10-point Leopard lead, and they'll have the basketball. As Watts has it in the backcourt, Dylan Ellis with the defense. Watts gets it across the timeline. Works left behind the Cameron screen. Aguero skips it back to Ramming, right elbow. He'll take it right at Lashley. Misses the shot, though, and Lashley has the rebound, and Ramming will get whistled for the foul. A little bit of a frustration foul right there from Brody. But a lot of contact on his shot that didn't get called, but that's just his first and the first team foul. Maybe no harm right there. We go under 3 minutes left here in the third. Dylan nearly lost it as Hernandez nearly came away with the steal. Dylan Ellis behind a Lashley screen. Left elbow, the floater is well short. Ramming will claim it. Watts with Dylan on. Here comes the trap, and Watts fell down with it and lost it out of bounds. Just the third time Leopards have turned it over. Aguero still making sure that Miles Ellis doesn't get an easy catch right here. They'll lob it to Blair in the backcourt instead to bring it across with 2:35 left. Leopards still have a 10-point lead. Blair down the lane, can't get it to drop. Ramming with his 6th rebound.
Boy, they have missed probably at least 5 of those that would have kept them in the game right here. They'd be right with us.
Watts gets it over on the right wing to Hernandez around the Ramming screen. Comes back to Cameron between the circles, back to Watts' left side. And Watts goes baseline, comes back up top to Ramming. Back over to Aguero, right wing. 3 ball from Manny is off. Rebound pulled down by Colby Shannon. He'll push it across. Stops left wing. Ellis sets the screen. Shannon throws a prayer up for a hook shot. Ramming ahead to Cameron in transition, who lays it up and in. 35-23 Leopards ties their biggest lead.
That looked like a quarterback throwing that.
It did. Miles down the baseline. Aguero shuts him off. He'll go back out. Aguero, tough defense right there. And that's a double dribble. Great defense from Manny Aguero. The Leopards get it back up by 12 and 1:25 left to go in the third. Watts will get a breather. Bryson Lashley back in. Hunter Lashley will sit. Hernandez back in the ballgame for the Leopards. Actually, Taylor, I guess, is the one who returned. Taylor will push it up, avoids the double team, gets it across to Cameron. And Hernandez down the baseline, off the bottom of the backboard. Miles Ellis comes away with the rebound, and there is a wide open three from the right wing that will not drop for Colby Shannon. Rebound, Aguero, and he lost it. Get it back out to Shannon underneath, and the Leopards got it right back. Taylor stops left elbow, under a minute to go. Inside, Hernandez off the glass, in the and one, as Miles Ellis will pick up the foul. The and one for Hernandez. I tell you, the one thing that will surprise everybody about Armando Hernandez is the how high he can jump.
Yeah, he's got some springs in those legs.
37-23 Leopards, and make it 38 as Hernandez completes the three-point play. 5-0 run from the Leopards right here with 45 seconds left in the third, and they lead by 15, their biggest of the game. In the left corner, Blair up top for Shannon. Shannon, no, but fouled. I think they're going to get Cameron with that one. Isaac picks up just his second, and it's only the second team foul here in the quarter. But off the shot, Shannon heads to the line for the first time. This will just be the fifth and sixth free throws attempted by Comanche, and they have yet to hit one. Cater returns for the Leopards. Ramming will get a breather. .31 seconds left as neither free throw will drop for Shannon. Cater with his fifth rebound. Here comes Taylor up the floor. Double team comes from behind. He sends it all the way to Aguero in the left corner. Back up top to Cater. 18 down to 15. Cater with the basketball. Shannon with the defense. Gets to the elbow. Comes out to Cameron. Isaac has Blair on him. Looks to drive in. Gets to the baseline. Sends it across. Intended for Hernandez, but Dylan Miles bats it out of bounds. 4.4 seconds left as Leopards will bring it in under their own basket. They've got a 15-point lead right here. Lob it out to the left wing for Hernandez. Back up top to Aguero. And at the buzzer, Aguero threw one. It will not drop, but the Leopards will have a 15-point lead, their biggest of the game when they get to the end of three. 38-23 Lindsay. We're back after this timeout. This is live coverage of Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank on KBLP Live.
Are you a small business needing a little creative pick-me-up? Do you need to refresh your business cards or looking for a new logo? Is your business Facebook page still using photos from 2019? Tailored Creative Services offers services for logo design, business cards, photography, videography, and pretty much everything in between. Find me on Facebook at Tailored Creative Services, and let's talk about your next project. El Unico Taco Truck is ready to curb your hunger. The traveling taco truck has locations in Lindsay and Blanchard and is available for catering services. You can contact El Unico to book your next event at 405-760-0821. El Unico enjoys supporting all of our Leopards with their Taco Tuesdays. Reach out to El Unico for your next event.
Well, Comanche will have the ball to start the fourth quarter, but they trail by 15 to the Leopards. Leopards outscored Comanche 12-4 in that third quarter. Blair will get the inbounds in the backcourt. They'll just let him catch it back there. He'll bring it across, push to the left side, sends it out to the left wing. Bowen for three is off the mark. Rebound is tipped to Hunter Lashley, and he'll give it back out front to go to Bowen. Bowen at the elbow. And stripped by Cater as Dylan Ellis looked to drive in. Hernandez, the Euro step, and the basket. 40-23 Leopards, 17-point lead. And the foul on Cater at the other end.
That's four, I think. That's four.
Yep. So Cater picks up his fourth.
That's four on Cater.
And we're going to have a technical called on, I think, Coach Bowie. And that will give the Leopards a couple of free throws and the basketball. Taylor will head to the other end to shoot the technical free throws. So 2 free throws coming up here for Creed Taylor. And he knocks down the first one. 41-23. Leopards by 18. Still another free throw coming up. And that one will also drop in. That gives the Leopards a 19-point lead. 7:33 left to go in the ball game, and they'll get the basketball out of that too. Lob into the backcourt for Taylor. Dylan Ellis on the defense. And riding him all the way down. Over to Aguero, though. Aguero to the free throw line. Shot blocked and jump ball. And it will be Leopard basketball. I have a feeling this could be a very physical game.
Yeah.
Before this is all said and done.
Yeah, Comanche not taking their loss very well.
Corbin Bowen will get whistled for his 4th personal. That'll be the 2nd team foul. Taylor will bring it in again. Cater up top. Hernandez back to Taylor, left wing. Gets into the lane, double teamed up top. Hernandez for 3. It's good! 45-23. Leopards by 22. 7 minutes left in the ball game. Bowen on the handle. Left side to Blair. Double team. Spins. Can't find anybody. Finally, Lashley on the baseline. Squares up on ramming. Sends it back to Blair instead. Bowen on the dribble. Stops left elbow. Blair takes Cater to the rack. Missed the shot. Rebound ramming. Taylor in the backcourt. Gets away from the trap as ramming will bring it across. Gets it to Taylor, top of the key, and we're going to have a timeout called by Coach Terry. 22-point Leopard lead with 6:29 left in the ball game. We'll send it up top. We'll take a timeout. More coverage of Leopard basketball presented by the First National Bank coming up after this timeout here on KBLP Live.
For all your construction needs, give Brad Taylor a call with BNS Construction at 1-405-428-0039. BNS Construction specializes in concrete pads, sidewalks, and metal buildings of all sizes. Call Brad today for a free estimate. The crew at BNS Construction would like to wish the Leopards a safe and successful season. Go Lindsay!
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Backcourt, double teamed by the Ellis boys, still retreating. Now Hernandez gets it. And we're going to have to call a timeout. Coach Terry's trying to call a timeout, and he'll get it called. So trying to save that possession he does. It'll be a full timeout. We'll keep it here for this one as we look at how things go here. Let's talk about Egg My Yard.
Yeah. I'm excited about Egg My Yard.
Yeah, I bet you would be because you probably can't find half of them. But
yeah.
The American Legion Auxiliary is doing a fundraiser called Egg My Yard. And you can get a hold of Radina Chambers.
Look at him
754-0137. Or you can email her at radinachambers@gmail.com, and she can fill you in on all the details. But basically, you tell them up, and they'll send somebody out to hide pre-filled Easter eggs in your yard for you the night before Easter. They'll even leave you a special note from the Easter Bunny, and then you don't have to do all of that. The kiddos can just go out the next day and go hunt the Easter eggs. You need to have that turned in by March the 15th. There is a form to fill out. So make sure you check with Radina Chambers or, of course, go by the American Legion Auxiliary and check that out. But, again, those fundraiser funds are huge for what they are able to do to support those in the community. 45-23 Leopards. They have it to bring the full length of the floor this time. Watts back in the ball game. Gets it to Cater. Got it ahead to Aguero. To Hernandez, who's wide open underneath and up and in. That's the problem with the trap. If you break it, there's somebody wide open. And they're going to wave off the shot for Dylan Miles. Say the foul was before it. Hernandez whistled for his first. 47-23 Leopards, a 24-point lead. Dylan Miles looks to inbounds. Got it underneath to Miles, outside, 3-ball, way off the mark. Taylor comes away with the rebound. Ahead to Watts, ahead to Cater. Cater in the lane to Hernandez, and Hernandez will be fouled before he can get to the rack with it. That goes on Dylan Ellis, his second. Third team foul. So Leopards will bring it in on the baseline. Cater will trigger. Just under 6 minutes left in the ball game. Taylor gets the inbounds left wing. Underneath to Cater. Turns around on Ellis. The hook shot won't drop. Hernandez nearly had it away from Shannon. Shannon lost it. Gets it up top of the key. Bowen's wide open for three. It's way off. Rebound tipped out. And Aguero slipped going after it, or he would have had a runaway layup right there. As it is, Dylan Ellis tracks it down.
Yeah, and that's not a backcourt because once the shot goes up, there is no backcourt.
And down the baseline and up and in for Miles Ellis. 47-25. Taylor gives it back to Aguero. Back across the timeline for Taylor. Hernandez across to Cater. Cater up off the glass and in.
They're just not very good at that pressing thing. I think I don't know. I know you got to try something, but maybe back it up to the half court maybe.
Blair, turnaround jumper in the lane, up and good for Blair. 49-27, Leopards still by 22, under 5 to go. Wolf, as they yell, as Taylor will get it back, comes back up top to Watts. Leopards now just need to run some clock. Miles Ellis is not going to make that easy. Watts right down Main Street. He'll be fouled and go to the free throw line. That will go on Miles Ellis. That is his second personal, fourth team foul in the quarter. We still got 4:38 left in the ball game, and Watts will head to the free throw line. His first trip there tonight. Ramming prepares to check back in for the Leopards. Watts' first free throw on the way, and it's good. 50-27 Leopards. As Hernandez checks out, Ramming is back in. Hunter Lashley's back in for Comanche. Watts readies for a second free throw. And that one drops in as well. Double figures now for Bryson as the Leopards are back up by 24. 4:38 left in the ball game. Bowen will come get the long pass. Goes down to Miles, who got an easy one in the lane. 51-29. Cater across the timeline. Watts top of the key. The no-look pass down to Ramming. Couldn't quite get it, so he sends it out to Aguero. Trap comes underneath to Taylor. Pass is tipped, but right to Ramming. Ramming trapped in the corner, steps through, gets it into the corner to Aguero. Now back out to Watts. All the way to the right side to Taylor. Taylor out to Cater. Cater steps up, fires a three, and it's short, but Watts is right there to clean it up. 53-29. Leopards back by 24, under 4 left in the ball game. Blair drives to the right side of the lane, nearly fell, did fall, and then rebound pulled down by Watts off the miss, and he'll circle back out. Taylor in the lane, sends it back out to Watts. Blair, I think, rolled an ankle on that layup. That's why he fell. Cater baseline, back out to Aguero, and he'll be fouled by Miles Ellis, his third. That's 5 team fouls, so the Leopards in the double bonus for the final 3:29. So 2 free throws coming up here for Manuel Aguero, his first trip to the free throw line tonight. drops it in. Isaac Cameron is back in. Cater will check out for the Leopards, and we've got wholesale subs in as the starting 5 are going to head out for Comanche. Keep in mind, those are all seniors for that Comanche team. Very senior-heavy team. And the Leopard starters also check out. We'll get these subs in there for you. As Aguero gets ready for his second free throw. And that one is also good. He will check out in the game for the Leopards. Number 14 is Maverick Dodson. Number 10 is Hunter Russell. Number 1 is Hernandez, who's back in the game. And number 13 is Eli Curry. Shannon stands with it. Hernandez with the defense. Splits a double team, and he'll get reach-in foul called on the Leopards. That goes on Hernandez. That's just the third team foul on the Leopards here in the quarter, but that will put Colby Shannon at the free throw line to shoot 2. 0 for 2 his last trip to the line. And that one won't go either. Shannon's second one on the way, and that one will finally drop in for him.
They finally
He's
made
got
a free throw.
6 in the ball game now. 55-30, Leopards on top as Cameron gets it across the timeline. Tried to split the double team with it, finally gets it to Hernandez. Over to Russell, right wing. Dodson in the right corner. Trap comes, he'll get it in the lane to Cameron and back out to Russell. Hernandez got it down the baseline for Armando. He's had a big ball game tonight.
Absolutely. Armando showing why he was a starter in game 1 and has really grown this year.
3 from the left wing is an air ball for Joe Zavala, who's in the ball game for Comanche, along with Cooper Epperson, number 0. Russell threw it away and then got it back. Good hustle from Hunter Russell. Gets it back. Works right. Gets away from the trap. Cameron into the lane for Armando. The backdoor cut from Curry. Out to the corner for Dodson. Back out Russell. Pass is tipped. Ahead they go to Epperson. He's got a 1-on-2, and he'll be fouled by Hunter Russell. Foul on Russell, his first. 4th team foul on the Leopards. At the line, Cooper Epperson. He'll shoot 2.
No, there's no volume on.
Missed is the first of 2 free throws. It stays a 27-point Leopard lead. Epperson's second one will drop in. 57-31 Leopards. Dodson trapped in the backcourt. Got it to Russell. Back to Dodson. Going the wrong way, though, and then dribbled it off of his leg out of bounds. .155 left in the ball game as Zavala brings it across. Handles top of the key, goes left. Lost it. Russell with the steal. Gets it ahead to Dodson. He'll go baseline right side. Elevates, lost it, had it batted right back at him. Russell has Epperson all over him. Got away from him, and then Leopards turn it over. Ahead in transition. Zavala lost it, but the rebound and putback. And I missed who hit that putback.
Number 2.
That is
Shannon.
Colby Shannon. Leopards trying to run off this final minute 10. Russell has it. The backdoor cut by Curry. Lifts the shot. Bryson Lastly with the rebound. Races ahead. Baseline jumper. Skips across. No good. Rebound for Curry. Trap him in the backcourt. Hernandez races up against Bryson Lastly. Trap comes. He gets away from it. Gets it in the corner to Russell. Hunter looks inside. Sends it back up Hernandez steps up to the three-point line. That one won't drop. Colby Shannon comes away with the miss, and he'll push the other way with 35 seconds left in the ball game. Three-pointer way off from the left wing, a rebound underneath for Hunter Russell. And we will have a timeout to get subs into the ball game. I'm not real sure what. Well, but we would have had to have called the timeout because we had the rebound. Am I wrong?
I think the officials just called timeout to get those guys in.
Russell will push it up the floor, gets it over to Dodson. Will Lawrence, by the way, in the ballgame for the Leopards. Runner from Dodson won't drop. Also in is number 0, Zach Howey. Russell with the steal, takes it one-on-one, and they get a blocking foul called on Zavala. And that will put Hunter Russell at the free throw line to shoot a couple free throws. 15 seconds left in this one. Again, it's just a matter of formality here, and the Leopards are going to take that consolation championship plaque as Russell knocks down the first of two. And Russell's second one is also good. I didn't say it before that. 2, 4, 6, 8. We are 9 for 9 from the free throw line here in this quarter, if I'm looking at it right, or in this half, rather. Yeah. Half-court shot nearly went for Bryson Goathart. And Russell took a shot down there on the baseline and trying to go after a loose ball. It'll stay with Comanche with 5 seconds left. It's 59-33, by the way. Our final score is Goathart wants to try it again, and that one nearly went in at the buzzer. So 59-33, the Leopards handle Comanche for the third time out of 4 meetings this season. And this is a very good Comanche team. And the Leopards just really had a perfect game plan with this one and came out with a 26-point win at 59-33. We will send it back up and momentarily. We'll hang around here long enough to get the trophy presentation here. So the Leopards will move to the area tournament on Thursday night at 7:30 as the athletic director for Lindsay, Tommy Ferguson, presents the consolation trophy to the Lindsay Leopards. Bryson Watts steps out to take that. But again, the Leopards will move into that Thursday night game at 7:30 following the Leopardettes. And they will play the loser of the Jones-St. Mary's boys game that we played in Jones tonight. And that's who the Leopards will face up against down in Ada on Thursday night. With that, we're going to step aside. We'll figure up our final stats from this one, be ready to wrap it up, and get you set up for Thursday right after this here on KBLP Live.
For all your oil-filled electrical needs, call Michael Sharrock with SOS Electrical. SOS is a family-owned business that specializes in oil-filled, industrial, and commercial electrical construction and maintenance. No job is too big, no job is too small. Give SOS a call at 1-405-428-1944 today. Good luck, Leopards!
This is Dr. Matt Shelton with Lindsay Family Dentistry. I'm a 1997 graduate of Lindsay High School and have been practicing dentistry in Lindsay since 2006. We welcome you to come by our dental practice so we can help you and your family with all your dental needs. We offer dental services for everyone at every age, from braces to aligners to crowns, bridges, dentures, and implants. Give us a call today at 405-756-4093 or stop by at 102 Southwest 7th Street and let us give you the healthy, beautiful smile you've always dreamed of.
Hey Leopard fans, we at American Exchange Bank are excited for another year where we get to continue our support of Lindsay Leopard Athletics. Join us in cheering on our Leopards or catch all the action right here on KBLP Live. American Exchange Bank at 402 South Main has been the bank for the Leopards for nearly 100 years. Come see us if you're looking for a different banking experience. Member FDIC and equal housing lender. At American, we are Leopards, supporting other Leopards.
The team at Streamline Services contributes a great deal of their success to hard work, experience, and above all, a positive health and safety protocol. There is every reason they should be your next phone call for any of your oil and gas swabbing needs. Give Austin Smith a call today at 1-405-756-7763 to see how Streamline Services can help with your project while ensuring safety and professionalism without sacrificing quality work being done. Everyone at Streamline Services wishes the best of luck to everyone at Lindsay Public Schools this year. Go Leopards!
So welcome back to Leopard Arena for the final time this season as the Lindsay Leopards and Leopardettes both punched their ticket to the area tournament over at Ada and played their final home game here at Leopard Arena, but both will come away victors. 59-33, the Lindsay Leopards defeat Comanche today and send Comanche home, a 9-17 season for them. But the Leopards have improved to now 14-13 and head to Ada for the area tournament. Let's look at the final numbers for Comanche, and Miles Ellis leads the way, the only one in double figures for the Indians. He finishes with 10. 8 apiece for Kobe Shannon and for Briar Blair, 4 from Hunter Lastly, 2 from Dylan Ellis, and a free throw from Cooper Epperson rounds out the scoring for Comanche, who went 2 for 10 from the free throw line tonight. For the Lindsay Leopards, 3 players in double figures, and Armando Hernandez, a 12-point second half. He finishes with 14 in the game. Brody Ramming had a 12-point first half to finish with 14 in the ball game. And then Bryson Watts had a 12-point game. So we end up with 2 14s and a 12 in the ball game for the Leopards. Manuel Aguero ends up with 7 for the game, 4 from Creed Taylor. After a 28-point outing last night, I guess he used up all of his good stuff. But actually what happened was they put Miles Ellis on him and said he's not going to shoot the ball tonight. So Creed had his work cut out for him tonight. But he hit 2 big-time technical free throws there in that fourth quarter to help the Leopards out with his 4 points. And then 2 apiece. Also Bryce Cater had 4 points as well for the Leopards. 2 apiece from Isaac Cameron and Hunter Russell. And the Leopards, an 11 for 12 from the free throw line tonight. Just incredible shooting tonight for the Leopards from the free throw line. Defense was outstanding. They forced 9 turnovers on Comanche. Leopards only had 6, again, unofficially, but only 6 turnovers tonight. And the Leopards were plus 4 on the glass as well at 26-22. Glenn, final shooting numbers.
Well, Comanche, that first quarter, they were 6 for 10, shooting 60% from the floor, and then just went ice cold and dropped way off for the rest of the game. They finished 11 for 27 from two-point range for 41%. They were 3 for 16 from three-point range for 19% for a total of 14 for 43 for 33%. They shot 40% in the first quarter, the first half. They only shoot 26% there in the second half. For the Leopards, they had a pretty good night shooting, 18 for 32 for 56%, 4 for 20 from three-point range. We shot a lot of threes tonight and only hit 4 of them for 25%. That's a total of 22 for 52 for 42%. But overall, really consistent. We were 6 for 11 the first quarter. We were 5 for 12 the second quarter, 5 for 16 that third quarter. Didn't shoot very well, but had some volume. And then 6 for 13 the fourth quarter. So, real consistent shooting for some pretty good numbers and the win.
Well, the Leopards, again, will improve to 14-13 on the season and take that win into Ada, and they'll take on the loser of that Jones-St. Mary's boys game coming up tonight. And then, again, the Leopardettes picked up the win, took home the Constellation Championship as well, and a 45-24 win over the Lady Saints of OCS. And so the Leopardettes will also be in the Constellation game over at the area tournament at 8 at 6 o'clock Thursday night, and they'll play the loser of the Eufaula-Jones girls game that we play over at Jones tonight. So we'll be in Ada to bring you all the action from the area tournament on Thursday night. And, again, the tip-off for the girls' game scheduled for 6 o'clock. We'll be on the air just before that with our pregame, and then we'll bring you the first round of the area tournament over there. It's 3 nights to get to the state tournament. You pick up 3 wins in Ada, and you can be right back in that state tournament. And I like the way the Leopards and Leopardettes both are playing right now. They are playing lights-out basketball, so I like it.
Yep.
But Glenn, great job.
Hey, you too.
I'm glad you must have passed your test last night because you made it back here today.
I don't know. I think I failed because I'm still tired.
Oh.
So you take a sleep test, sleep study, and you're still tired. I don't know what that means.
What that means? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you obviously didn't sleep. But,
no.
Again, thanks to Glenn. Also, thanks to J.D. Scruggs up on our live stream. Kevin Scruggs on the camera. And I'm not saying a thing about Andrew Lyon because he skipped out on us tonight. But yeah, big time thanks to Andrew as well. Also, for Brianna Miller back at our studios, CeCe Lyon and Paige Sutherland as well for all the behind-the-scenes work that they do. My name is Greg Perry. We have to say goodbye to Leopard Arena for the final time this season, and this one is kind of bittersweet because I always like being at home. There's nothing like home, but I tell you what, it'll be fun over at Ada as well. We'll see you over there on Thursday. Again, just before 6 p.m. Thursday night for the pregame, so make sure you tune in. If you can't be there, KBLPlive on YouTube. Like and subscribe so that you'll know when we go live over there. For all of us at KBLP, my name is Greg Peary. We say goodnight from Leopard Arena, and we will send it back up to JD. And until we see you in Ada on Thursday, remember, whatever you do, always be a good sport.
First National Bank of Lindsay is proud to be a sponsor of tonight's broadcast. Whether you're looking for a business loan, personal loan, or a certain type of deposit product, chances are we have what you're looking for. First National Bank, locally owned and operated, insured by FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Get your game day, or any day, off to a great start with Hot Mess Coffee at 213 South Main in Lindsay. Hot Mess Coffee Co. offers coffees, lattes, teas, and other tasty beverages, plus great food, too. Good luck to the Lindsay Leopards from Hot Mess Coffee Co. and Java House Realty at 213 South Main in Lindsay.
Josh Martin and everyone at T&W Tire here in Lindsay, Oklahoma would like to wish the Leopards and